I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
Adam Schefter here. Did you know the average employer sorts through about 250 resumes for one job opening? Well, if you're hiring, here's good news. You can now review resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. With ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates who are very interested in your job show up at the top of your list. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Got the #1 pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor.
Cut them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 880 AM. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
And here we are, another Monday, another week of DNR with you. There's a lot going on, Rick. A lot going on. Nothing should get started with the show before that mustache. But there's a lot going on. How are you? How's your weekend?
I'm doing fantastic. I heard you did quite a lot of driving this weekend.
Quite a lot of driving, yeah. Saturday morning, into the car, down to Baltimore, watched 2 games. Saturday evening, into the car, back home. A lot of driving. Yeah.
I mean, look at you.
Yeah.
What an adult. What a parent. What a dad.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's pretty good baseball, too.
Very good.
Oh. I mean, you're living the dream.
Very
Ben said,
good. Yeah, except he's not playing. Other than that,
Well,
I'm living the dream.
Okay. Well, I mean, you knew he was going to a school where the chances of him playing as a freshman on that team were going to be
I know.
difficult.
I understand. But he's always played, and now he's not playing, and it's just odd.
Well, of course it's odd. I mean, he could have went to some, to some school where the team wasn't very good and he could be playing, but now he's going to a legitimate.
They played Johns Hopkins this weekend. They're number 2 in the country, and half their team is grad students that have transferred in from Division I.
Welcome to college. Welcome to college sports.
It's unbelievable. The closer of Game 1 just transferred right in from Wake Forest.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you asked how many, because Ben's a true freshman.
Right.
How many true freshmen actually play anywhere? I think you'd be hard-pressed to find like a position player that's a true freshman right now.
Well, they do have a couple on their team, but it's because it's a position of not like it's a bad position, but they don't really have anybody outside of the freshmen.
Right.
So the middle infield graduated last year. They both graduated. So
so 2 positions in need. Yeah,
but
because
it's fine. It's fine. I get.
Well,
to see
what happens
him.
now
I got
is
a little bit in between games. A lot of driving. Tiring weekend, but a good weekend and a very busy sports weekend as well. There's a lot. There is a lot going on in sports right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you complain about February. You hate February. It has no feel to it. And now we're at the end of March. You got March, man. I mean, everything's happening right now. Baseball's starting. I mean, this is great.
I know. Baseball's here. Yankees. I mean, by the way, and I said this last week, and I stand by it, and it's more jarring even now. The Yankees need to play on Sunday. It's ridiculous. They needed to play. They needed to play on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't understand the schedule. I mean, even have you looked at the Mets schedule lately?
What they have coming up?
Right. Like, I mean, look at the. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying the job is easy because it's not easy, but I mean, they head out to San Francisco, then come back. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, look at their upcoming schedule.
What, like the days or the teams or the travel, or what am I?
Just look at the travel.
Looking at?
Look at the travel, and then you can. I mean, look at the travel and the teams.
So they're in St. Louis tonight, right?
Yeah.
And that's for the start of what? That's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're in St. Louis, and then you flip the calendar to April, and then 4 in San Francisco, then home for Arizona for 3, then home for the A's for 3, then they go back to the Dodgers.
Yes.
Yeah, what sense does that make?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I don't understand why the Yankees aren't playing on Sunday.
Why in the world would you go out to San Francisco, come home, and then go out to L.A. and Chicago?
A great question.
That really is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, all I know is I'm happy baseball's back. Bo Bichette's already getting booed. I got to see Dickie Lovelady way too many times than I want to see Dickie Lovelady already. And for whatever reason, Duke decided to, to just absolutely
soil themselves. They soiled themselves.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's what you draw up, but hey, good for UConn.
I mean, they got it exactly as they wanted. They got into the middle. They got it to a really good free throw shooter. The problem is he made a really dumb decision.
Well, he dribbled it first too, and now all of a sudden that gave him like a split second to attack him, and then he tried to end it because if he gets
tried
that
to
ball,
end it by getting up and over, and there was 2 guys in the front court, and they would have caught it and dunked it home, and that would have been it. Little did he realize the ball would get deflected, wind up in the hand of Braylon Mullins, who couldn't shoot a shot the entire game, and then he drains a 35-footer. Drains it.
I got to tell you too, I'm with you usually, where I got to be by myself, dialed, watching this thing. I had no choice, was out watching this game with the people. And to see the game end the way like it ended.
You were out in a public setting?
I was out in a public setting. And it was morbid. And then all of a sudden at the end, people started paying attention. And it was kind of like this. It was a restaurant that was open to the street, and you could see the TVs. And now as it got close towards the end there, everyone's kind of paying attention to the TV, and then the place went wild.
Oh, really? So it was like a moon landing, right? When people just lined up on the street watching how it takes place.
Yeah, no one could believe it. It was. You saw the way that Hurley reacted to it. He couldn't believe it.
It was unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable. And here's the thing now. It's going to all come down to that final play, right? If Boozer hangs onto the ball, he gets fouled, hits the shot, whatever, right? But I felt, and I'm sure you watched the game somewhat closely in that bar restaurant you were in, I felt Duke the entire second half was just playing a very strange brand of basketball. They wouldn't go in low. They're running everything off the perimeter. They had like 2 or 3 times where they tried to drive around the corner and they just fell down and started a fast break the other way. Like Duke, there are certain games where you say, did this team take it and win it, or did this team collapse and lose it? I don't know how you felt. I felt Duke absolutely collapsed and absolutely lost that game last night.
Well, you got to believe, though, too. I mean, when you're down as many as UConn was down, I think it almost has to be a combination of the both. Right? Like, I mean, the other team is going to have to give you opportunities, like, by doing what Duke did. I mean, but even at the end of that game, I mean, Boozer makes a nice, that's not an easy shot that he made.
Oh, to go up 4?
To go up 4.
Yep.
And then they end up missing the follow shot, make the second one. And it's like, okay, they have to foul here.
Of course they're going to foul. I couldn't believe they didn't. I couldn't believe they didn't get to them quicker. And Sarr, who had the ball in the backcourt originally, is the guy you want to foul. He's a horrible foul shooter.
Right, the one that makes the second pass.
He made the pass to Boozer.
Yeah.
But when he gets the ball in the backcourt, you want to attack him, and they didn't attack him, and I thought that was very curious. Listen, that's a horrible loss. I don't know if they get worse than that, really.
Ooh.
And if you look at what Duke has done, so I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but they lost to Houston last year, and I believe I heard they were up 14 points with 8 minutes to go, a team that should have waltzed their way to a championship. I don't think this team would have won the whole thing, but that's not the point. So that they lose that game. Then this year at the Garden, they lead Texas Tech by double-digit points in the second half, and they fall apart and collapse and lose by 1. Then Carolina, they're leading by double digits into the second half. Carolina didn't lead the entire game until Seth Trimble hits that shot from the corner to give them the lead by 3 with under a second to go. And then yesterday, they led by 19 in that game, 15 at halftime. They showed that ridiculous stat that, like, what is it, 1 seeds that lead by double digits in the 15 plus, whatever it is, are 134-0. And when I saw that, I was like, uh-oh. Like, I wish they hadn't shown that because I was rooting for Duke. Uh-oh. And yeah, that's a brutal collapse last night.
Right, but I mean, that game should be over.
Should be over.
I mean, they give you the stats and everything else. You're the 1 seed in the tournament. I know that UConn is good. It feels like UConn is Don, right? We talk about this in D-O-N, not D-A-W-N, Don LaGreca.
No, I got you. I wasn't confused by that one.
But I think people at home, make LaGreca. Mm-hmm. When we talk about like station fights, you may beat Don, but you're going to have to kill him. Like UConn, you have to kill. They're not going to stop. Like they're going to keep coming. And again, I think that's just a credit to the program, how they're coached, that they have that resiliency. But you're also on the other side of that when you're like Duke has to give you opportunities to get yourself back into that game, which they did, and UConn took advantage of it. And now, I mean, if you're Boozer right now, I don't know how long that lasts, like how long that stays with you.
I think forever. And the thing is, he'll probably never play with his brother again. No. You know, they've played their entire lives together. They won 4 state championships in high school. And, you know, the big brother, the power forward is really special. He's going to be a top 5 pick. And the one that threw it away is, I don't even know he goes into the NBA now. He probably stays at Duke for another year. So there's a pretty good chance the two of them never play again together. It's just, I know people hate Duke, and I know that's the popular team to hate. But how you couldn't feel awful for what they did yesterday is, I think you have to feel awful just as a human being, right?
I think, like Peter hates Duke. I think if you hate Duke, you probably feel okay today. I see. I mean, it's hate,
but there has to be some like human decency, and you know.
I don't know. Do you feel bad when like if that was the Cowboys? Would you feel bad for the Cowboys and Ray?
Well, I would feel bad for Ray. And I wouldn't feel bad for the Cowboys in general, but I'd feel bad for someone that just, like, that's awful. Like, he's going to have to live with that forever. He's always going to be known as the guy that threw that game away. And I didn't think Shire coached it well in the second half, but that's going to follow you. That's going to haunt you forever.
Forever. Like, that's what you'll be. That's one of those moments that you'll be known for. Like, you're the guy that turned the ball over in the game you lost to UConn.
That's right. Yeah. And I mean, to go to the Final Four, you were. I mean, it was over. It was done. And you let it get away.
All you had to do was get fouled. Just take the foul.
All you had to do was hold it and get fouled. That's it.
It actually looked like Shire wanted him to throw it over the top. Like, okay, we just like it. It's like, okay, follow someone, and they make the second pass to the third pass now, and it's like you see Shire like, okay, now you just throw it over the top. Game's over. Nope, not so fast.
Yeah,
and you still got to make the shot. I mean, what was that? What was that? 30 feet? 35 feet?
35 feet.
He makes that three from
35. He hadn't hit a three all day. I think they were 1 for 19 to start the game. They got a little better as the game went on. They hit what's his name? Demery hit a couple of threes from the corner, but man, they didn't. That's the thing. UConn didn't even play well. Like, Duke was clearly far and away the better team. It's one thing to lose a game when you think you're not better.
Right.
It's another thing to lose the game when you know you're better and you had the game and you just let it get away.
Correct. But, I mean, on the other side of this thing, too, is, again, you're more focused on the collapse than you are what UConn did. But, like, even that play at the end, I mean, who was it, Carabin that had the ball? Like, to have the presence of mind to make a pass for a better shot instead of, like, I mean, there's how many seconds left? He hits that with, 0.4 seconds left?
Yeah, 0.4 seconds. No
right.
Time left.
Like, so just think about how, like, in the moment you have the ball in your hand, knowing that there's barely any time left. Like, I think your instinct, if you're not,
is just to heave it up.
Right, just get a shot off. But he has the presence of mind to dish it, and guy makes the biggest shot of his life, and now you got, UConn headed to the Final Four.
Yep.
It's wild. This is why sports is unbelievable, though.
That's it. That's it right there. And that's why people love sports. Can't get enough. That's why we watch every single thing there is for moments like that. Now, I'm not pleased with the result. If you bet on Duke, or if you had them in your March Madness pool, whatever, you're upset. If you had UConn, right? Like, but think about the emotions that it makes you feel. I was rooting for Duke. I didn't really care that much. And all night last night, I was just locked in on, I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like, as all Knicks game, watching the entire Knicks Thunder game last night, I couldn't get out of my mind. First thing I thought about when I woke up this morning, could you imagine if that was a team that you loved, either way, what you would feel like today?
No. I don't know. If I'm a diehard Duke fan, I don't know if I go to work today. I don't.
I mean, how do you ever get over that?
I'd be gutted.
How do you ever get over that? Now, they'll win a championship at some point in the future, and Shire will break the schneid, and they will. But man, that's as rough as it gets.
That is as rough as it gets, and that's also as just as a sports fan, and where I was yesterday watching the game, which is like there were people that were sitting kind of like on the patio where there were no TVs, watching kind of everyone gather around the TV that decided to get up like mid-meal just because they didn't want to miss out on it. I don't know if they're basketball fans, but I was like, they knew it was going to be one of those moments, or they wanted to see if it would be one of those moments. And then he makes a shot, and the place went crazy.
And by the way, we'll hear from Braylon Mullins and Shire and Boozer and all these guys, but that is why people don't want to miss games. And that is also, secondarily, why Siena can't beat Duke in round one. Because then, then it rips away any chance of having that. Like, as great as that game was, if that was UConn coming back over Siena, it's not the same.
No, but it's not. I mean, Siena's not going to have a 19-point lead on UConn. In theory, in the Elite Eight, right?
Sure.
I mean, who knows if how Siena played Duke is really perfect. Like for the tournament in general, where it's a competitive game. Duke gets down. It's like, oh no, could Siena upset Duke? No, Duke's just better,
right?
Because
it came down to the end. It was awesome. It still has you talking about it, but the team that you needed to move forward moved forward.
That's right.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So. I just don't know. I mean, I couldn't imagine what it feels like, what it would feel like today or last night.
What was the worst loss you ever had?
Who? Probably the
Calder Cup?
No, probably the 4 overtime loss before the Frozen Four. We lost in 4 overtimes.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Would you lose that to?
St. Lawrence. Yeah, it was tough.
And how often do you think about that now?
All the time. I think we would have won the national championship.
Did they? They didn't win it, did they?
No, but I think our toughest test left after that game was going to be BC, and we had our way with BC that year, so we felt like we had a good chance.
And you really think, like, honestly, like, when was the last time before this conversation you thought about that game?
Like recently, like in the last couple months.
And that was 25 years ago.
Yeah, that was 1999, 2000. Yeah.
So quarter century ago, and you still think about it all the time.
Yeah.
I wonder how.
I could see in my mind like goals we should have scored to win an overtime.
But here's the difference. I can't imagine that on a daily basis people are walking up to you like the 2000 the 2000 Elite Eight game against Taylor. This is going to follow him forever.
Forever. Well, not to mention like. It'll follow him, too, just because of – it's going to follow more for what happened afterwards, too, right? Because they made – like, he's part of the shot. The turnover is part of the shot.
Of course.
So he's never going to be able to get away from this thing.
Oh, my God. Here is Cayden Boozer. It's quick, and it's sad, but taking blame for the loss.
Not turning the ball over. Should have been strong with the ball. Cost our team our season.
Oh, that's how, honestly, even if you hate Duke, and I know that there are people that do, you don't hear that, and you're not just horrified by that.
Yeah, I am, but I think that people that hate Duke aren't. Right? Someone was going to have to make the mistake. I mean, someone was going to have to do something stupid with the ball there to get the chance. Otherwise, he hits a couple free throws, and then maybe. But
it still would have been 1-1. So he still could have missed the front end, but there would have been, 6 seconds left. They'd have to get the rebound and hustle down court, and they could have. But then it's not as much of someone that just gagged the game away, right?
No,
it's not the turnover, the whole situation. Oh, that was so bad.
Well, no, because then at that point you're really just going to focus. I mean, just think about how the play is going to get cut up, right? So this is one of those plays. This is an all-time play in the tournament. The play's going to get cut up with the turnover.
Yep.
Like that's where it will start.
Boozer has it, gets double teamed, tries to flip it over, gets deflected, loose ball, Caravan, Mullins, 3, agony. That's the way it's going to get cut up from now till eternity.
That's right.
Right. Here's John Shire, and he's none too happy. What went wrong?
We just have to secure it, right? I mean, we got it. They had a foul. I was ready for a timeout, and we just got to hold on. And, it's easy to look at that play. I look at every play that happened, especially in that second half. This is not about one play. It's about every play to put us in that position, and that's what you don't want to do. Where one play, something can happen. And so for me, look, it's going to be tough, but it's not going to be on one play.
I can't believe they can't even speak after that game.
Yeah. I listened to some of him.
I'd have nothing.
Well, I listened to some of them too, and he was like, I just don't have the words.
Right. He's like,
I'm proud of these guys.
Speak. But literally, I would just want to crawl up into the fetal position, go into a locker, and just die. Yeah. But that's what you try to explain to anybody when you're in the midst of a game as a player and as a coach. It's just like, in the moment, it may not feel like a big play, but at some point, it could end up being one of those plays. Like, all the plays that led up to that moment, when you have that kind of lead and you take, maybe you take possessions off, like those build up to where, okay, now all of a sudden this team has a chance, and it's going to take one misplay, correct,
to give them
It
another
wasn't
opportunity.
that play that lost them the game because you had a 15-point lead at halftime, but that'll be the play that's remembered as having lost them the game.
Correct.
All right, so we got a lot to do today. We got some NFL stuff to get into. Yankees. I can't get away from this RJ and Raymond. They might go undefeated, which I'm starting to
That's actually what aggravated me the most about yesterday.
Is it we don't have an undefeated Mets team?
At least we could keep up with them, right?
Right.
Like, hey, relax, guys. We're undefeated too, and
well, not anymore. So we'll get into that, and why in the world would you send them from third? And I agree with you. I think I've seen enough of Lovelady. I don't need to see any more of him. There's a lot going on. We'll go around the league. So I think we need to do a wellness check on RJ, actually.
Okay.
Like a real. RJ might have something really going on right now.
Are you referring to one of the things he sent us? Yeah.
Like I think there's real legitimate concern for RJ right now.
There could be. Yeah, we'll find out.
What do they call it? Pregnancy brain?
It's called pregnancy brain.
Yeah.
You think he's got Ange's pregnancy brain?
That's the only thing that I can assume right now, is that he is so knee deep in this pregnancy that he has acquired pregnancy brain.
Well, you are talking about the same guy that knows that his wife enjoys ice cream and decided to eat the last ice cream.
To take the last one?
So,
She's 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
She loves ice cream. He and his little mischievous 2-year-old, they eat the last ice cream.
Right, and then to try to hatch out a plot with the 2-year-old, like, hey, I'll give you a bite, but you got to keep this quiet because we don't want Mom to get mad.
There was no hatching. It was his idea.
It's his idea. So you're blaming it on the 2-year-old.
He's the mastermind.
Yeah, listen, he
Poor
squealed.
Antonio.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you guys really thought this through, you would have buried that ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, we were in quick haste. We didn't think it through all the way, and
what do you mean we didn't think it through? He's 2. He didn't think anything through.
We all have to take ownership, Dave.
No, I don't think he does.
That's part of life.
I don't think he needs to take any ownership.
He's trying to teach the 2-year-old a lesson.
You eat half the ice cream. You get half the blame.
Yeah. Okay. Where does Ange place the blame right now?
Probably majority with me.
There's no way that some of the blame is going on his shoulders.
Listen, he's very convincing. He comes up with a plan. I went through with it. He was the brains. I was just the.
So you just put it to actuality.
That's all, yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, Rick. Why don't you read for us, would you?
All right, you're gonna love this. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works: you place any bet with FanDuel using your Bet Reset token, and if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. So visit FanDuel.com/local to sign up today. FanDuel, play your game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
That was very well done. We got to get into the Knicks game as well last night, so there is a lot to do. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Gold prices are soaring and silver is near an all-time high. If you've got gold or silver just laying around and you want top dollar, then go to the Estates Roadshow this Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge. For info, go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Smalls here. If it feels like everybody's sick right now, you aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years and it's not over. I can't afford to get sick and I doubt that you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right in your home. It includes prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs and other common illnesses. It's in your kit the moment you need it. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no lines at the pharmacy, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook and call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Order your medical emergency kit online in minutes and it ships to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Again, that's $45 off with promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's urgentcarekit.com/smalls, promo code SMALLS.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
All right, now DNR with you, ESPN New York, and that was something. That was something. That was jarring. That was sad. Duke is done. Duke is that polarizing team that people either hate them or they love them. Where are you? You're a Duke hater or you love them?
I think I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I don't think I hate them or love them, no.
Most people are not like, with Duke. Most people have a real feel for Duke.
Well, you got to remember, too, I didn't grow up, I didn't grow up a huge college basketball fan. I went to BU. We didn't really have, our basketball team was fine, but it wasn't and I was only there for a year.
Right. So
I had no real tie to a college basketball team.
I love college basketball. I love it. And you hadn't got a lot of great games either. This Elite Eight was really, Purdue had the 7-point lead.
The Tennessee-Michigan game was no good.
What?
Tennessee-Michigan game was no good.
Tennessee-Michigan was brutal. Purdue was up 7 at the half and Arizona blew them out of the water. Iowa-Illinois was somewhat competitive, but you always kind of in the second half had the feeling Illinois was going to find a way and pull away. And then the Duke game was terrible until it wasn't. The game was awful. Duke was crushing UConn. Up by 19 in the first half, up by 15 at halftime. If that doesn't happen and they don't come back and hit that shot, we probably wouldn't even discuss that game much today at all.
No, probably not. But that's why that's why you love it. And again, I say, like, as much as you're focused on the Duke side of this thing, you also do have to. I think you have to give UConn some credit also, just for sticking around long enough for it to happen. Right? Because, I mean, again, like, these aren't professionals. I guess they kind of are professionals, but you know what I mean. Where it's, you're down as many as 19, down 15. It's like, okay, you can only say so many times, like, hey, fellas, just stick with this thing. It's not over. Just stick with this thing. It's not over.
Right.
And then you have to have the team buy into that to continue to, to stick with the game plan and just hope that at some point, like, the other team is going to gag a little bit to keep you in it and give you a chance, which is exactly what happened. And then to have the ability in that the biggest moment of the game to execute what I'm sure they've practiced in that situation. Because you see both sides of it. Even what was the game the other day? Was it where they had the fouls to give?
Kansas St. John's at the end of the first half. Oh, no,
right.
At the end of the game. At the
end of the game.
Right.
Right. It's the right play, but did Kansas leave too much time? Not to mention the fact, like, let's not let the guy get to the rim. I know he finished with his offhand, but still, let's not get to the rim.
Yeah, he did.
But it's like, hey, we practiced it, but maybe we didn't practice it enough because we probably did leave too much time, right? Like, so I mean, there is a lot that goes into, when you are given the opportunity, that in that moment to have the ability to execute on the other side of the ball, and then, like I said, I mean, Carabin gets the ball in his hands, like, to have the presence of mind where I'm not going to rush this thing, take a bad shot. Now, I think they made, 5 threes the entire game, so it's not like a 3 was a good shot anyway for UConn in that game, but he dishes it, and the guy, I mean, that's his moment. As bad as the one side is.
That's his forever moment, yeah.
That's his forever moment.
And he was bad. He's a great shooter. He couldn't hit a 3 the entire game. They were 1 of 19 to start the game from 3.
Right.
Like, UConn was brutal to start that game from three-point land. And you are right, and this won't get credit. Like, the resiliency of UConn, they didn't deserve to win. I mean, to my last breath, I don't think they deserve to win that game, but they're a resilient, rugged, well-coached team, and they stayed in the game, and they allowed Duke to fall apart, and Duke fell apart, and they capitalized on the falling apart of Duke.
Well, think about this. So, again, this is going to be a terrible comparison just because this is, level-wise, is nowhere close to what you just watched yesterday. But, like, we were playing in Rickleball Madness. Like, there was 2 comebacks we had, but the one comeback that stands out to me, is the one, I think it was our last one, where you could feel the other team get way too overconfident. Right? Like, it was like they're going to win this match. We're going to get the T-shirts that say, we beat Dave and Rick, and we're going to, like, ha, ha, ha. And then we just stuck with it, and it's like, hey, just keep putting pressure on them. Maybe they make a couple mistakes, and we stay in this game. And then, sure as hell, they start making some mistakes. You could feel like I could feel them tighten up.
You could feel the momentum change. Yep.
And we could and you could sense it. Like, you could feel that they were tightening up. They started making mistakes. But had we just been like, you know what, it's over. Like, we're tired. We've played how many matches in a row? Let's just be done with this thing. We're like, no, screw these guys. Let's stick with this thing, and let's see, at the very least, let's make them earn it. And we end up winning. Just like, I mean, that's not easy to do. Like, it's not easy to keep. I mean, you're telling the guys, hey, fellas, and I'm sure the guys on the bench, same thing, stick with it. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Okay, it's not over. You sure it's not over? No, it's not over. Let's stick with it and see at the very least, let's see what happens. And, like, this is what happens. Crazy stuff happens. It was awesome.
This is what happens. It was awesome. I mean, and it brings friends together. RJ said that Andrew Gunling was texting him last night.
Yes.
I don't know if he can believe that happened. This is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if he can read what Andrew wrote him. But
no, I don't. I wasn't going to put him in that position to read what Andrew wrote. But
it was a nice text message though. It really summed up the whole event.
It really did.
Yeah.
It really, really did. And now and the nice thing about it is it's not like some second class, irrelevant team beat Duke. It's UConn.
Yep.
So now UConn goes on to play Illinois, Arizona, Michigan. Do you feel like the Arizona-Michigan is kind of the de facto championship game, or do you give UConn and or Illinois a real chance to win the whole thing?
Oh, I mean, after what you just watched yesterday, I don't know how you couldn't give them a chance, but I mean, it feels like I picked Arizona to win it.
Mm-hmm.
RJ, I think, was off Michigan, but a lot of people, before the injury especially, thought Michigan was going to be the team, but I hate to sit here and say no, but it feels like you're probably going to get the favorite going into the national championship game will come out of the Arizona-Michigan game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Absolutely. And again, I don't think this is a great Duke team, but they sure as hell should. Last year was a great Duke team. Like that's a great Duke team. The fact that team didn't win the national championship is jarring, and they should have. This year's team, I thought he got as much out of this team as he possibly could have. They lost two games in the regular season. They won the ACC regular season championship. They won the ACC conference tournament, and they were right there to go to the Final Four. Right there.
Right. Here's the thing, though, okay? I mean, again, and I know the Boozers have played, you mentioned the state championships. They've played in big games. But winning a high school state championship, I know is a big moment, but this is Elite Eight. You're a freshman. So there still is this is like every level you go to and you're in big moments, it's different. Right? And I think it's the problem sometimes with the Dukes and the
Well, I think it's also part of the problem is that they're all freshmen, right?
That's what I mean. And in the past, it's been with Kentucky too. Again, you've played in big moments. You're a great player, but this is different, right? You're playing for Duke in the Elite Eight. It's the final possession of the game, and again, like on the other side, like I said, how old is Alex Karabin? I know he's a senior.
He's got to be 23,
right? So I mean, in that moment, it's again, I've been here for how many years? I've been in these moments at the college level. In the tournament, in the biggest moments. So, this is not something new to me. I make I have the patience in that moment to dish it, and then he makes the shot. So, I feel bad because the kid is, again, he's never, this will stay with him.
Forever.
And he's not the better of the Boozers.
No, I think there's a real chance that he doesn't make it to the NBA.
Because the shot late that Cam Boozer made was not an easy shot.
To go up 4.
Yes,
right.
That was not an easy shot.
Right. Puts him up 4. UConn comes down, and at the time it seemed somewhat, like irrelevant. They foul him. He misses the first, hits the second. That can't be because
no, that's not right.
They did miss the first though.
Yeah, but
there
Boozer
put other plays in between.
Boozer put him up 3, not 4.
Put him okay, right? It was a 1-point game. Put him up 3. He gets fouled. I remember 10 seconds to go. I was like, "This is great. This is exactly what they want." Misses the first, hits the second. Now it's 2, and then they turn it over and they hit the 3. Right. They allowed 4 points in the final 10 seconds of that game.
That's correct.
Oh my God, that is just brutal. Just brutal. It's not brutal though.
I'm hoping you say in my reading because my reading's been spot on.
Your reading is really good. You know what? I think we need to take a moment to really give you the respect you deserve. You're reading at a very high level lately.
Thank you.
Yes,
I need that because you know what? It's been a journey. It really has.
You don't feel the pressure of reading though now, do you?
No, I think since I've worked with Brownshire, he's kind of.
Is that a one-off or is that something that you guys are continually working at?
I think it's probably like a check-in situation.
When was the last time you sat with him and you did a read?
It's since our last long kind of class. It hasn't. I really haven't. But maybe it's like a touch-up thing,
Okay. All right. Well, let's see where we're at now.
Well, you love these people as much as I love these people. They're the best.
Is this Tricon?
This is Tricon.
I do love them.
I mean, they may actually just renovate your complete basement. I wish they would because we wouldn't have the.
I mean, it would be great.
Just the little patches of soundproofing in the background. Maybe we can just doll that whole situation up a little bit. Maybe like a Giants wall. Maybe something nice.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's get going here.
All right. Well, listen, Tricon Construction is expanding across all of New Jersey. They're taking on larger, more complex commercial projects and delivering at a big league level. If you're a developer who values, come on, who doesn't? Precision, accountability, and execution, you need a construction partner who understands what's at stake. Timelines, capital, reputation, that's Tricon. They're building the right way with experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team that shows up ready, serious, because serious projects, you get serious results. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
Again, that's very well done. Really, really well done. All right, let's break. Come back. We'll get your calls on what we saw yesterday in college basketball. We haven't even touched on the Duke-St. John's game, and it looked like St. John's had them. They were up 10 in the second half. They let that get away, so we'll touch on that. There was something that Patino did or didn't do that I have a real problem with. And then we'll get to the Knicks, and then we'll get to the baseball. We'll go around the league. A lot going on. DNR with you. Very busy Monday morning right here on ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply. Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free, so I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass.
your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
All right, now DNR with you, ESPN New York. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday night. I was all geared up for this game, St. John's and Duke. And St. John's was awesome in the first half. And they took a 10-point lead in the second half. And remember last year when Pitino didn't play his best player? Right? RJ Lewis didn't play him down the stretch against, what was it, Arkansas? And they lost that game, and we're all horrified by it. Well, this year he's got Ruben Prey, who's 4 for 4 from 3 in the first half, can't miss a shot, and he barely plays him in the second half. What is he doing?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a lot of us going into that game thought that, hey, if St. John's could actually make shots, they had a real chance. And
100%. And they did.
And they did. I think they were 50% from 3 in the first half. I think they ended up just over 40% in the game. And I mean, listen, having Caleb Foster back for Duke was definitely a big deal. I think he already scored all 11 of his points in the second half. But still, I'm with you. I mean, it's just one of those decisions. It's like, maybe he just lost track of what exactly was going on. But yeah, I felt like St. John's had a real chance to win that game.
But that's the second year in a row. I mean, you have a guy who, and I understand he's not one of your core 4 or 5 best players.
Right, but last year felt like it had more to that was a a decision he made because he wasn't playing on both ends of the floor. And it was like, okay, I'm not doing this right now. Like that was like a thought out decision he made. I didn't hear the post game, so I don't know if it was. How
about this? He wasn't asked the question.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Nobody asked him the question of why did you not play this guy? He was not asked the question, so you're not going to have the answer because the answer doesn't exist.
Yeah, I think he was more concerned about having the losing team go second in the post game. I think
he was very upset by that. Yeah, but, which I understand, and I think he's right with that. Right, like let the losing team go first. Then it's not going to be as long. Let them get finished, and then the winning team can go on as long as they want. Right? I agree with him. Yeah. But how, if you're a member of the media, how do you not ask the question? Why did you not? Your best player in the first half was Ruben Prey. He was unconscious from 3. You almost didn't play him in the second half. Coach, why? You don't have to ask that question?
I think that you probably should ask that question, but I think it was probably, how would you have answered it if you're him? I think it was the guy, Prey was averaging how many points a game this season? 4?
Nothing. He's a role player.
Right. So, I made just like, this is, okay, thanks, that was great, but, at some point this is going to this is going to run out.
But it hadn't. That's the thing. It hadn't.
I get it.
So maybe he'll play another 1,000,000 basketball games in his life and he'll never do that again. But in that game, he was doing it.
Yeah, I think it could be as simple as sometimes, it's just you lose feel for what's going on, and you're not really, you lose track of the fact. That's the second year in a row then he's lost feel. Right, I would actually say too, but that's maybe, hey, someone on the staff, because again, it moves fast when you're the head coach, and you have an idea what you're trying to do, what the rotations are going to be and everything else, is that someone's going to be like, hey, listen, I don't know if you're paying attention to this or not, but he hasn't missed a shot yet.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm serious.
I know, but he had to know that, no?
Well, I don't know. I'm telling you, because there are times on a bench when you're trying to run a bench and you have an idea of what you're going to do and what the lines are going to be and everything else, that you need somebody to come up to you and hey, tap you on the shoulder. Like, hey, I don't know if you're aware of this right now, but this guy has it going. Like, let's go back to him. And maybe that was what happened. I don't know.
Maybe. But I thought that was curious. And on the heels of last year not playing his best player.
Well, but at least he had you didn't like the excuse, but he had a reason.
Yeah, because he didn't think he was playing well.
Right. So, I get, you can understand that. Maybe, again, no one asked me questions, so I don't know. But maybe it was just, hey, listen, this guy has not been a big piece of this team this year. Again, I think I was reading the stats. I think he's averaging 4 points a game.
Yeah, he's a role player. I get it. But in those 20 minutes, he was awesome.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is Rick Pitino. This is not like some, the slappy coach.
Right. So he gets the benefit of the doubt. So if it's some slappy coach, he probably gets crucified, right?
There's probably more attention being paid to it. Yeah.
I think we have to pay some attention to someone that I think is quite possibly might be unwell on the show.
Is that RJ?
RJ?
Yeah,
Well,
hi,
buddy.
Dave.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
You sure?
I thought so.
Because I didn't. And I'm not sure that you are. Rick, might I read something
please.
that RJ wrote?
Yeah. I think RJ's just happy that you read it.
I did, and I saw at the time, and I was going to respond. I was like, no, I'm not going to respond right now. I'm going to discuss this on air.
I think that's the right play.
There's so much wrong with this.
So he says, hello, friends, and it's quippy, fun, energetic Sunday morning RJ way.
This is a typical RJ email on Sunday.
Yeah. This is the look-ahead email for today's show yesterday. Hello, friends, he writes. And this is where it gets really
Right off the
concerning
bat.
on numerous different levels. If I'm not mistaken, we come to you from 4 different states today. Myself and John, New York. Fair. I believe that's where you both were, right? In New York?
That's accurate.
This is really where it goes. This is really where it goes off the rails.
Ray in Brooklyn. Ray. And I actually, because I have such respect for RJ, I was like, am I reading that? Ray, what state is Brooklyn in?
Brooklyn's in New York, Dave.
Right.
Okay. Were you in Brooklyn?
I was in Brooklyn last Friday, but
you don't live in Brooklyn either.
Well,
correct.
And I'm thinking to myself, Rangers, Brooklyn? No. Knicks, Brooklyn? No. Ray moved to Brooklyn?
Nope.
Didn't think that was happening. So I was confused by that. Ray, were you in Brooklyn yesterday?
I was in Brooklyn at no point yesterday.
Well, but Dave, but again, like what makes this even more troubling, though, is just correct me if I'm wrong, though. Even if the Knicks were in Brooklyn,
right?
Our show's from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
And an email that was received at 7:55 a.m. Even if the Knicks were playing in Brooklyn at noon, I would not be in Brooklyn at that time.
Right. But you guys are burying the biggest piece of this. Even if you were sleeping over at the Barclays Center, you're still in New York.
It's not in a different state.
You're still in New York.
It's not one of the 4 different states. That is correct.
So Dave in Maryland. Now, I wasn't at the time. I was already home, but I think that's very fair. Rick, where Rick is.
Yeah.
Fine. 4 different states. RJ, before we call medical to really come and do a full wellness check, what the hell happened there?
Maybe I was in Brooklyn, and
That still wouldn't have made it 4 different states.
Listen, the thought process, the play we drew up was correct. We didn't execute. We got lost somewhere in the middle.
No. He was. Explain yourself away, because he was never in another state.
Well, no, the other state was New Jersey.
No, I was in another state. He didn't
I
reference
mislabeled
the state.
it. Yes, I was incorrect in how I carried out my thought.
We were in 4 different states.
But we were in 4 different. Well, you were already back. I didn't know you'd.
But that's fine. But so you had Brooklyn as your 4th state.
I was in Brooklyn.
Some people in Brooklyn like to pretend they're their own separate city, separate state.
Listen, I didn't execute the email well. What can I say? I would go back and do it again.
You would do it again.
But I would do the same thought.
That's probably more troubling.
I would carry out the same thought, but I would execute it better.
That was the Cayden Boozer of emails.
You know what's tough though? I came off my best sleep score in weeks. That felt great.
Too much sleep.
I probably.
Yeah.
You get used to functioning in a deficit, and then you wake up one morning. I feel really good.
You felt great.
Yeah. Didn't go well.
It'll be gone by Tuesday.
It didn't go well.
Oh, it's already fading.
Yeah. I think what happened here is I think that once we decided to take on a 2-year-old as our accomplice, I think that maybe what happened is RJ probably went to Antonio. Hey, how should I open up this look ahead? And Antonio's like, hey, we're all different state. Brooklyn state. Raised in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is no longer New York.
He's very proud of it.
But
He's very proud of it.
RJ was the one in Brooklyn.
Yeah. RJ's in Brooklyn. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
RJ, I don't know how. I just don't know how you get up from this one.
There's a lot to process there.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments where you'll look back and be like, yeah, there were signs.
Yeah.
There were signs it was going the
Myself
wrong way.
and John in New York. Raymond, Brooklyn.
The thing about it that makes it so great is it was meant in such a quippy, funny way, too. Like, he was trying to deliver on something that fell so flat.
Yep.
So, and by the way, RJ, no, I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
Well, you may as well.
You might as well. We're in the den.
What else is wrong?
It's not myself and John.
You knew that was coming.
You're nitpicky.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
I said I shouldn't do it, and then you guys pushed me to do it.
John and I.
Yeah.
It should be. You know what the hard part is? I wasn't even going to elaborate on that initial thought because usually I just, hello, hope everyone's having a good weekend, go right into it.
Right.
But I stopped and I was
You gave real thought to that, though.
Yeah,
That's the
I realized
concerning
something.
part.
Yeah, a light went off. It's like, wow, we're in 4 different states. I should address this.
Yeah, I need to bring this up. And so you tried to be so cute, and you fell right on your face.
You know what the tough part is? I have to adjust for you reading the emails now. I'm not used to having this much attention paid to it. I think Rick glances over it and he will overlook any errors. Raymond's over.
Rick, did you read it? Did you see it? And were you going to make mention of it?
I saw it. I wasn't necessarily going to make mention of it, just because I'm a good guy.
Ray's a good reader of the Sunday email as well, but I don't think he would bring it up. So I need to readjust for you being back in on the email. And you're back in.
I made a conscious decision not to address it. I was like, because I had already addressed another email over the weekend that was kind of eyebrow raising.
What email?
The one from you.
From me?
Yes.
What did I email you guys?
You emailed several people, many people. As a
All
matter
about
of fact.
people that haven't paid for the pool.
People that have not paid.
Well, you don't think that's disgusting?
Oh, I'm on your side in this. I'm totally on your side. But the fact that you have to go so far to basically send along an email that says "pay what you owe" to a decent handful of people.
Yeah,
mind you,
it's terrible.
You're gonna have to employ somebody to go door to door.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring them up by name on air.
Oh,
not today. If they don't pay by the time I have to pay out next Tuesday, I'm gonna bring their names up on air.
It's approaching fast.
Publicly shame them.
Yeah, but you've publicly shamed before, and I don't think it's made a difference. Like,
I mean, Anita still has a case of wine from 2 years ago.
Right. Well, I mean, we're at the Final Four, though. I mean, you sent a strongly worded email, and how many people paid? 2?
2. I think like 14 or 15 haven't paid.
Wow.
2 wound up paying off that email.
How much of this is a lack of respect, and how much of this is that people are just like upset that this isn't the same version of the pool that they're used to?
Then no, there's no excuse. Then don't join the pool.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you hate me, you join the pool. I take you at your word. I don't make you pay before it starts. I assume by the Final Four you'll pay, and still a bunch of people haven't paid. RJ, does that annoy you?
That people aren't paying?
Yes.
I think for you to send the email to everybody, to the league, I would take that personally as not a shot at me, but wow, I've really let my friend Dave down. Really, after you went to great efforts, and I've criticized you, I think rightfully so, but I will defend you here for getting this pool off the ground. We didn't think it was going to happen. And now here it is. We all wanted it. It's here. And to not pay, for there to be this many people, I think is troubling. I think
it really is.
I think what you probably should do, you're a little nicer, so you may not. You set a date, and if it's not met, those people will be suspended 1 year from next year's pool.
I think it might be a permanent ban.
Wow.
I think it almost has to be just because.
Yeah, I'm on his side with this.
Right. I mean, especially with if you're coming back with a good pool next year, knowing what your schedule looks like and how you're trying to juggle the time.
Yep.
I think it is so disrespectful to not have paid you yet. I think it's got to be a full year ban.
I think it might be a permanent ban.
How about this? Full year. And then, in order to get back, you have to pay before you get re-entered into the pool. You now become
a pay in advance situation.
You now become a pay in advance person.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
You've lost the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, you don't get gratis anymore.
That's
now
right.
You have to pay in advance. Yeah, it's a very, very fair point.
I also think that there's a real
You'll be
chance
back next year, right?
I'll be back. There's a chance that we may get. You know how Mary sends out the coffee machine's broken again.
Yeah. Yes.
There could be an RJ's brain is broken email coming today from Mary, so everyone knows RJ's brain.
You know what? Everyone, maybe. Hey, it's Mary. Steer clear of RJ today. He's in one.
Yes.
Right. And then she'll send the updated one when he's out of it.
RJ's back.
Now you can talk to RJ.
Yeah, I think maybe just give me the day.
Yeah.
Go through some testing.
Little
you know
RJ.
what we should have done with him? And it's probably too late now. Baseline testing.
Yeah, but he would have. RJ's smart. He would have fudged around with that just so he couldn't. You know what I mean? He's not going to be in protocol for long.
NFL draft is coming up 3 weeks from Thursday, April 23rd. New York is on the clock. Join ESPN New York's Couchcast, your second screen for the NFL draft. Real-time reactions, instant takes, everything New York fans care the most about. Watch along, react with us, and don't miss a single moment. ESPN New York's Couchcast on draft night, April 23rd, 8 o'clock, presented by Calandra's Bakery. Let's break, come back. We got to get to the baseball. Undefeated Yankees, Mets no longer undefeated, and the Knicks in OKC last night. Everything on the way. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads this morning. Here's our dear friend, the great Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Hope you had a great weekend on this very busy Monday morning. Let's go for a ride to the LIE eastbound of the Cross Island. It's a disabled garbage truck in the way. Over in Woodside, Roosevelt Ave closed at 62nd. A pedestrian accident being investigated. Cross Island North at Hillside Ave, it's a collision. And Route 15 south of Pondview Drive into Wharton. Watch out for an accident blocking one lane. Traffic is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
If you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Right now, beef tenderloin is only $10 a pound, and Atlantic salmon portions are just $9.98 a pound. That's serious value on awesome quality cuts. Plus, Wild Fork offers over 450 meat and seafood options, all blast frozen to lock in freshness and flavor. Visit one of their 7 stores across Long Island and New Jersey, or get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
Start spreading the news. New York Yankees baseball is back in the Bronx. Come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, April 4th for a Yankee Stadium promotional giveaway tradition. Calendar night. The first 40,000 in attendance will receive a New York Yankees calendar courtesy of MasterCard. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, it's Yankees calendar night on Saturday, April 4th against the Miami Marlins. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This college basketball tournament moment is brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy.
In the
2019 NCAA tournament, 12-seeded Murray State was led by projected lottery pick John Morant. In the opening round against 5th-seeded Marquette, Morant put up a rare triple-double, scoring 17 points, 16 assists, and 11 rebounds.
Obviously, I wouldn't be able to get the triple-double without my teammates making shots.
He followed that with 28 points against 4th-seeded Florida State.
Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Clinton Yates here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast. Others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I think we have to pay some attention to someone who quite possibly might be unwell on the show.
Is that RJ?
Rick, might I read something that RJ wrote? Hello, friends, he writes. If I'm not mistaken, we come to you from 4 different states today. Myself and John, New York. Ray in Brooklyn. Ray, what state is Brooklyn in?
Brooklyn's in New York.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Were you in Brooklyn?
I was in Brooklyn at no point yesterday.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right. Well, we hope that RJ's going to be okay, and we'll deal with that later on after the show. But right now we have a lot of sports to continue to get into. Yankees, no game yesterday, which is criminal. Mets played yesterday, I guess, unfortunately. Knicks played yesterday, unfortunately, because they lost as well. But that Mets game, it angers me, and I'll tell you why. The fact that you couldn't scrape a little bit across against the Pirates, fine. You had the same issue on Saturday. Eventually, you know, Robert with the big home run, you win that game, you're all excited. Offensively, you're dormant. I get it. What annoys me yesterday, and I don't know your take on it, I haven't talked to you about it yet, why are you sending Lindor in that spot? Why are you sending him?
They want to be aggressive.
I want to be aggressive too, but there's nobody out.
I get it. I understand that. And then he doubled down after the game. I mean, they asked Mendy about it, and he said no, he was good with it, which, again, I mean, there's no outs. It's second and third, and you have
your 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up.
Right. I mean, listen, they had a chance in the 7th inning, too. They had second and third with 1 out, and Soto struck out swinging, and Bichette struck out.
Right, on a terrible pitch, that Soto pitch.
And Bichette's already getting booed. So,
which is a little bit premature. But my whole thing, and again, it's always like that moment. You're right, they could have scored in the 7th, but that's not the one you're going to remember.
No.
The one you're going to remember and discuss is why are you sending Lindor there? It's too aggressive.
It's too aggressive. I agree with you. That's at the moment, I thought the same exact thing. I understand you want to be aggressive. I get it. Fine. I mean, I was already in a bad mood because it was Dickie Lovelady again.
Again.
It's
I've seen enough of that guy already.
Well, I mean, it's like, okay, I get it. Devin Williams got hot on Thursday, so, okay, he's not available. And, you know, trying to ease Rayleigh back in, but it's him again. And he gives up the 2. But then, you know, bottom of the 10th, it's like, okay, we got something going here, right? Soto doubles, and now I'm going to have second and third with 3, 4, 5. No, we're not, because Lindor's going.
Right. And then Bichette, and I understand why. I mean, I understand people are frustrated with Bichette, but stop it, please. It's 3 games. I'm getting emails already. He's a bum. How could you sign him? He's not going to be able to do anything. Come on. Really? We're going to do this now? I guess we are. But that to me seems very silly. But, I mean, the only way, in my estimation, you can send him in that spot is if you know he's going to make it. You have to know he's going to make it. You have to. You can't send him otherwise.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, do you know? I mean, it's going to be close, right? I mean, it's going to be
Was it really, honestly, all that close?
He took a good shot to the face, too. Was it? No, it wasn't that close.
It really wasn't all that close.
Right, and we wanted to, well, they executed it's Major League Baseball, man. Right, and let's just assume that they're going to execute the relays, and it's going to be, at the very least, a real close play at the plate. Do we need a real close play at the plate when it could be second and third with no outs?
Second and third, nobody out. And then, you know, of course, Polanco hits one up against the wall. So that, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, but that at least ties the game up. It was just bad. It was just really, really bad decision making. And this annoys me from Mendoza, like you mentioned. So he was asked after the game, were you okay with sending Lindor in that spot?
Yeah, coming into this series, this is a team that we targeted. We were going to be aggressive, and they executed. You got to give them credit. They executed, especially with having Lindor, and he had a hell of a jump off the bat. As soon as ball was put in play by Soto, he took off. I was just the whole time saying, stay in the ballpark, stay in the ballpark. I didn't want that ball to bounce, and I thought he was going to score, and you got to give them credit because they executed a pretty good cuts and relays there.
Yeah, they do get credit. They executed it very well. My point is, if they're going to execute it well and your guy's going to be thrown out with nobody out, why would you send him?
Well, forget just nobody out. I mean, Bichette has struggled. I understand that, but still, I mean, at some point he's going to hit. You got 3, 4, 5 coming up.
Well, they're probably. I would imagine they're probably going to walk him. No.
Walk him in that spot. I don't know.
Would you walk him to load the bases?
The way he's
you already have the winning run on second base in that spot.
I think you're probably still attacking Bichette.
Okay, well, regardless of that, it makes no sense. And then to defend it after the game, now maybe you're just defending your third base coach. You don't want to throw him under the bus, so I do kind of get that. But that annoyed me yesterday a lot.
It annoyed me also. But it's game 3.
I know.
I mean, that's what it is. It's game 3. I mean,
I know.
I understand you want to be aggressive, but there's a line between aggressive and reckless, and I don't know. It felt like you were more on the cake.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Like it was overly aggressive and it bordered on reckless because I think in that moment you have to think it all through, right? And you have to think, okay, now I know that it comes at you quick. I'm going to have second and third.
Yep.
Nobody out. 3, 4, 5 up.
Correct.
Like if I think there's an 80% chance he's going to make it. Is that really worth it? Because there's probably a higher percent chance that you're going to get one of the next 3 guys who's going to be able to get him in.
You would hope. And the point you made is, of course, Polanco, would have done it. I mean, that's enough to get to what should be the tying run home.
Right. Now, you never know, right? You can't.
No, of course you never know. Well, again, like the 7th inning, it's second and third with 1 out, and you got Soto coming up. Right? I mean, you got 2-3 coming up, and you don't score a run.
Right.
So, I mean, it can happen, but again, I just...
And on Saturday, you had bases loaded, nobody out, and you couldn't score a run.
That's right.
But that doesn't matter because you won the game.
And no one's talking about that because you won, correct?
Right. But that's. I mean, winning is the ultimate deodorant. You win, people shut up. You lose, people discuss it.
Well, because it doesn't feel like it's necessary to really start nitpicking things, really, when you win.
Right. I agree.
Right. So, I mean, now you lost, and now we can talk about, some of the throws that Bichette made from third base, the fact that he's got, what is he, 1 hit, 8 strikeouts.
Was he 1 for 14? But he already said, start. I'm sure we have it somewhere, he's like, I'd be booing me too.
Yeah, he's like, my bat stung. I mean, how about the start? I mean, 1, 2, 3, we're 0 for 6 with 6 strikeouts to start the game yesterday. I mean, that's not what you want.
No, it was brutal. Here is Bo Bichette. Were you surprised at the boos from the home crowd?
No, if anything, I thought it took too long. I get it. I thought my bats were terrible too. So,
I mean, they're awful at bats.
That's a great answer. I mean, that's just accepted.
Well, it disarms the fan base,
yes.
Right?
Right. I would boo me too. I stink. It's fine. But again, that's someone that knows he's going to be good. I mean, at third base, anybody. I don't know. Just because it feels like the throwing, unless they have to clean that up. Otherwise, he's going to get. I mean, he at the very least, he's going to get Polanco hurt.
He's going to get him killed, is what he's going to do.
I mean, you keep throwing it to the runner like you're going to get him hurt, right? Because you're not. I mean, your natural reaction is I'm going to catch a tag, and you're going to get your arm. I mean, something's going to happen.
Couple of impressions early on, so I agree with that. I think that his third base play is something that's you got to have to keep a very close eye on.
Well, especially when you have, like someone's got a DH, right? Beatty's swinging the bat well. For right now, Beatty's swinging the bat well. It looks like he's confident, right? He looks like he's finally, I belong here, which is great. He is a much better defensive player. Like you don't need to, I don't need to be shown that we made the right decision and that Bichette can go from short to third base. Like you don't need to prove that to me. That he's here. You're paying him. I need to have the best third baseman play third base. If Beatty's going to be in the lineup, Bichette's going to be in the lineup, and Polanco's going to be in the lineup, and Bichette can't make the throw from third to first, and I got Beatty, who I know can play a good defensive third base, and he's going to be in the lineup anyway, then I'm okay with Bichette DHing. I'm fine with that.
Right. Well, you saw it yesterday. You had Beatty at first base and you DH Polanco, right?
Right. I mean, I'm more concerned right now about Bichette playing third than I am Polanco playing first. I don't necessarily like either of those, But right now, it feels like the bigger concern is Bichette throwing the ball from third base. If all three of those guys are going to be in the lineup, again, I don't need, you don't need to prove to me that you're right. I just want the guy that especially when I have guys that pitch to contact, I need a good third baseman. And Bichette right now, I wouldn't consider a good third baseman. Beatty is a much better defensive third baseman than Bichette is.
Yes. It's not even close. It's a real issue. So that's something you'll have to. And again, at some point, do they make the switch? And we have to see it. We have to see it fail also, right?
Well, but that's it. But it feels
yet.
like we're gonna give him time to prove that he can do it, or he can't do it.
Well, that's fine. And then if he proves that he can't do it, then Beatty becomes your third baseman, or I guess Vientos, right? Depending on which guy you decide to go with, and then Bichette would become your DH. But they're not going to make that decision now because then you admit that you made a mistake in signing him to play third.
Right, but again, if he hits and Beatty continues to hit, like those three are going to be in the lineup. I'm fine with Polanco playing first and Beatty playing third and Bichette can DH. Especially because now, like I said to you earlier, like Bichette wasn't a great shortstop defensively.
No, not just the opposite. He's not a very good shortstop defensively.
Right. We had, who was it? Was it Buster that said, when we asked him about the transition, he's like, well, there's some concern that Bichette wouldn't dive at shortstop, and that's kind of what third base is. Now, he did the other day, which is great, a nice sign. But again, like you don't need to prove to us that he can do it. As long as he hits, I'll be fine. But if Beatty's going to be in the lineup anyway, then let Beatty play third base. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. He's here.
I know. I get it. Steve Bowes emails in, let's be honest, if Yankee fans are booing Bo like that, you'd crucify them, saying, how could fans possibly do that? What do you want me to say about the Mets fan? I think it's embarrassing that they're booing him 3 games in. I think it's an absolute joke.
I don't get it. I go back to what I tell you all the time.
They're booing Aaron Judge.
Right, but if the intention is we need Bo Bichette to play better, I don't think booing him helps. Getting booed on the road is the best because you're doing something right. You want to be booed. You get booed at home, it's the worst thing ever. I'm just letting people know. It's awful. It does not incentivize me to play. I guess it does because I don't want to be booed. But in the moment, it feels like crap and only adds to the pressure I'm sure that he's already feeling. New place, getting paid a ton of money, playing a new position.
But
and that's that's the point. That's the point I was going to make to you. Do you think at all? Because I've heard A-Rod say this, where he's allowed. He was so focused on the defensive part of it that if he struggled defensively, it would affect him offensively. That again, he's a human being trying to go from shortstop to third base, knowing that he's right. It's not been an easy transition so far.
Right. If
he's not playing third base and he can just DH, does that help what we brought him here in the first place for, which is his offense? Like, hey, Bo, listen, you struck out 8 times, you got 1 hit. You got real. The at bats haven't looked good.
No, he looks terrible.
Let's take some of that off your plate. We'll put Beatty at third, and you just focus on getting you hitting right now.
But can you do that though? Because
why couldn't you?
You can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, does that add up? Because now the whole point was he's going to be a third baseman, so now you're going to take him out of third right away? And then
I'm not saying taking him out of third.
When he's hitting a little bit?
Well, no, but I'm not. Yeah, you put him back. He's already out there taking ground balls early. This is clearly something he's thinking about. Let's take that off your plate.
Yeah.
Just DH for a couple games. Get your offense going, and then once your offense is going, your defense will come with it.
Third?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, he looks lost.
Well, and Beatty's swinging the bat well right now. Take advantage of it.
Really well.
He's a natural third baseman. I don't need to be messing with him either. I'd rather have Polanco's not great at first either, but he's been better so far than.
Yeah, but if you said which one is better of the two, Polanco's by far the better first baseman than Beatty is the third baseman.
Right. So I don't know. Listen, I get it. I get the sense that it's like we need to we want to prove to people that we made the right choice, that he can make the move from shortstop to third base. When it's like I'm fine with it either way. I don't think you need to prove that to anybody. He's here already. Let's just get the best out of him while we're paying him. What is it, $42 million?
Yeah.
Let's just we need him. Offensively, he's going to bat third. We need him.
Of course, especially if you're going to be hitting behind Soto, who's gotten off to a pretty good start this season.
Right.
So yeah, that stinks that they lost that game. But again, it's hard to go crazy for one game in baseball.
It's hard to go crazy. 100%. It's just again that's between the 7th inning and then having the ability in the bottom of the 10th to. It felt like to the very least tie the game up and make it, force it to 11.
Yep.
If not,
we could have seen another inning from Lovelady. That would have been great.
Dude, I'll tell you what. The other takeaway, Manaea throwing 88's no bueno.
No, it's a real problem.
That's not great.
I watch Division III baseball. they put the miles per hour up on the scoreboard, the starter for Johns Hopkins was throwing 93 this weekend.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. He's crafty and he comes from different arm angles, but that's not going to last.
Well, no. And then they asked Mendoza afterwards, like, what'd you think of Manine? He's like, yeah, he's okay. Like, okay, how now are we going to keep him if the velocity doesn't tick up, right? Are you going to feel comfortable starting him in a game?
You can't. 88 miles an hour?
Well, so how do you keep him stretched out then?
I don't know what you do with him. You're not going to be able to pitch him. Because what's going to happen, maybe at some point somebody gets banged up, they have to skip a start, he gets a spot start. But if he gets hammered, which I imagine he would, you can't keep throwing him out there.
Well, I mean, right now he's essentially a two-pitch pitcher.
He's a two-pitch pitcher with awful velocity.
Yeah, I mean, his sweeper looked good, but still, I mean, you're throwing fastball 88.
But he's not like Lovelady. Like you watch him and your heart is in your throat. You're like, oh God, when is this going to fall apart?
It's not. I mean, you don't feel a whole hell of a lot of confidence watching him throw a baseball.
See, last year I got it because he was recovering, but why does he have no velocity?
I don't know.
He just has dead arm?
It's the weather. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's the weather, but it's not. I mean, it's not. It doesn't feel promising at the moment.
It does not feel promising at the moment. So let's break. What feels promising at the moment is the Yankees. They might go undefeated. We'll discuss it next. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too, someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Gold prices are soaring and silver is near an all-time high. If you've got gold or silver just laying around and you want top dollar, then go to the Estates Roadshow this Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge. For info, go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free, so I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Evan Cohen here. Did you know the average employer sorts through about 250 resumes for one job opening? That's a lot of time reviewing applications. Well, if you're hiring, here's good news. You can now review resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. With ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates who are very interested in your job show up at the top of your list. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York and ESPN New York programming alert. Rick, I want you to take note of this, and I will follow up with a question later on in the show.
Yep.
Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can only be heard one place, and that's the ESPN New York app.
Got it.
Okay, I want you to understand that. I'm going to revisit this later. I'm going to ask you, and I want the answer. Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 p.m. puck drop. Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app. So where can you get tomorrow night's Rangers game?
That's on the ESPN New York app. That's the only place you can get it.
That's good. Raymond, where can you get tomorrow's Rangers game?
Exclusively on the ESPN New York app.
RJ, I know the whole thinking thing is a real process for you right now. Let me slow it down for you. RJ?
This is nice what you're doing.
Wow.
Where can you get tomorrow's Rangers game?
Well, I know it's ESPN New York.
Brooklyn?
App. No, because it's not state dependent. So my faulty thinking would not get in the way of this. Even I can find it.
So where can you find it, RJ?
The ESPN New York app.
That's good. You're good, RJ.
And you could be in Brooklyn. You could be somewhere else. It'd be great.
You could be in outer space. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
I don't know. Does the signal reach out there? Maybe.
Why not?
Well, it depends on how high Dave is.
Well, only one of us knows.
Yeah, it depends on how high he is.
I should have tried it when I was up in outer space.
Let's be honest. Could you function? You'd be like Leonardo DiCaprio trying to drive the car home.
I love that. That's one of my favorite scenes.
That was Dave.
I was functioning I was texting you with no problem.
That was you trying to get the seat back in front of you up.
I wonder what I'm really like on the flights.
Yeah, we all kind of wonder that. Really?
Like, wouldn't you love a little peek in of what's actually happening on the flights?
Yes, I would actually like to know like the conversations that are happening around you.
What they have with that little doofy kid?
Little coding. It's coding, and you're telling some lady, "Can you? I'm text messaging from space. Can you believe this?"
And her son is coding. Why did you talk like? I'm text messaging from space. Why do you talk like that?
I don't know. Maybe that's like
I'm confident I wasn't talking like that up in space.
I don't know.
Dave's the kind of person where you're getting all settled into your flight. You sit down. You get all your bags where they need to be. Dave sits down in front of you, and he's all loopy, and then he's talking to the kid about outer space and texting, and you're just like, 3 hours of this.
No, I'm not like that.
I think when you're under the influence, you are.
I'm very quiet. I didn't say anything.
You were harassing
an 8-year-old. Confused by the child, but I didn't say anything to him at all.
You're harassing a genius 8-year-old.
Those get me every time. Every single time.
The finger pistols?
Oh.
Beep, 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 beep. What?
I'm just glad you leveled out your drug dosage, because I heard stories from other traveling companions of yours.
What are you talking about?
RJ's got connections. Sounds like.
What do you mean other? The only people I've ever traveled with is my family and maybe Nuno.
That's right.
Yeah. So you just called out Nuno.
Well, listen, I've heard stories, and when you don't have the dosage correct, I think things can go really sideways.
Nuno, I've told you the story, right?
Casino story.
I've heard a Vegas.
So
story with
I'm confident I've told you, but I guess there's a chance. So I didn't really have a great dosage, and I
There's a comment.
2 1 milligram tablets, which is a lot, and it makes you really not care about anything. So
please clean this story up a little bit. Don't use the exact phrase.
Well, you may not even know this.
So you've heard the story.
I've heard some of it.
Is this when we were returning via flight
and
from Vegas?
There was a little turbulence, perhaps?
No, not a little turbulence. So we're approaching JFK, and I am sauced, right? I am a disaster. And Nuno, we were flying back. Nuno, for some reason, is like 10 rows ahead of me. And the pilot pops on the intercom and says, listen, we're unable to determine whether the landing gear is down or not. So if you look out your window and you see fire trucks and police cars on the runway, that's why. Because the mechanism that tells us whether it's we think it might be it might be down, but we're uncertain. We think that the actual mechanism might be broken to tell us. So I don't think this needs to be cleaned up, RJ. People start panicking. Like, children are weeping. Mothers are making phone calls. Like, they think they're basically telling us we might crash land. And that was the same day as the vinegar on the computer day, the Cowboys-Giants 4:25 kickoff.
Okay.
But
you were indifferent, I believe.
This was the red-eye flight back. So, this is, 6:30 in the morning. And you look out the window, and all you see is ambulances and police cars and fire trucks on the runway. And everyone is panicked, horrified. Nuno looks back at me and terrified. And I, in all my infinite wisdom, say loud so everyone can hear it. If we crash and I miss the kickoff of the Giants-Cowboys game, I'm going to be furious. And people are like looking at me like I'm out of my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little did they realize you were out of your mind.
I literally was out of my mind, and
Right.
I stand by it. If that pilot would have ruined the fact that I wouldn't be able to get home to watch Giants-Cowboys, I would have been furious about it.
So what was the thought exactly? So, did we get was the thought that, we're hoping that the landing gear is down?
We think it's down, but the signal, the
either
piece
way,
of equipment that tells us if it's down seems to be malfunctioning.
Okay, so if it's not the mechanism and there's no way, the wheels aren't actually down, we're just going to belly this bad.
Right, then we all die.
Well, not necessarily, but wow. Yeah, I guess you're lucky. You're lucky you were all pilled up.
Yeah, right.
You would have been one of those. You would have had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, but people were staring at me like something was really wrong.
Yeah. Archie, the part of the story you don't understand is that Dave was so high that they had him like Hannibal Lecter in the back, so he wouldn't act up. He was all tied up.
The point is, I don't know if you got a new dealer or what your deal is, but you're in a good space now.
No. I realized that 2 milligrams is too much. I also had the time, separate time on the flight.
Oh, great.
Where we're going to Aruba, and I took 2, and I'm out, like dead to the world. And the boys thought this was the greatest thing they've ever seen. Guys trying to get by me. I'm on the aisle trying to get by me, and his pants are in my face. They said, "Dad, your nose was in the man's bottom." I was like, I had no idea this took place.
RJ, how you gonna label this little conversation? You think, Dave drug stories?
Dave in many different states, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I said though, learning the dosage is half the battle. I guess.
So now I got it. Now I know 1 milligram. That's my appropriate dosage.
I'm happy for you.
There you go.
Guy's just standing in the aisle with his butt in Dave's face.
He's standing because he couldn't get by me because I was dialed in. I was sleeping in my seat,
just taking it.
So his bottom was in my nose.
You sound like a real treat to travel with.
I'm really good.
Yeah.
Sherry loves it. Steven Summit. Good morning, Steve. You're on ESPN New York. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. Nice to talk to you.
You as well, Steve. What's going on?
So I've had this feeling since the start of kind of the off season, and I had this sneaking suspicion that it was a little bit personal with David Stearns. He wanted to get a lot of the old Mets out and wanted to bring in his guys from Milwaukee. And to me, that didn't sound like David Stearns being some analytical genius. It felt a little personal, and I would be hard-pressed to say, even though we started off well with 2 out of 3, I'm not sure I wouldn't be more comfortable with Pete Alonso at first and Beatty at third and some other solution to DH than the butcher job we have defensively at third and first. Because even though we're 2-1, if you watch those any throw from third to first is an adventure, man.
Yeah, and you can't have that. And that's a very fair point, Steve, and thanks for the phone call. I think that Alonso was more than just we want Alonso and Beatty. I don't think they wanted to keep Alonso. I think they wanted to move on from Pete Alonso. But I agree with you. You can't go through 162 games and every time the ball is hit to third base, feel like you're going to die inside. I don't like Vientos at third, but Vientos I think is better at third than Bo Bichette.
Well, I think it's easy to just say that. Hey, I mean, naturally, shortstop is one of the most athletic positions on the field. So, I mean, a shortstop can transition to third base. The problem is that Bo Bichette wasn't a great defensive shortstop.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, this has turned into, maybe he figures it out. I mean, I know it's something that he's working on, but again, as you're in the midst of being booed and having, 1 hit and striking out 8 times, I mean, he's here for his bat. I think the problem with Stearns is that when you come out and give a fan base that loves Pete Alonso, the reason, as to why you're not bringing him back is because we're more focused on, defensive runs saved, and you bring in a guy who's never played first and a guy who's never played third.
I mean, if you would have brought in a Paul Goldschmidt, it would have made more sense than that.
Right. It doesn't necessarily jive with what you just told us.
Correct. I mean, the truth is they didn't want to bring back Alonso. Right. And I don't understand why that's a bet. Why can't you just say that? We do not, locker room, we do not want to bring back Pete Alonso because he's so beloved by the fan base?
Yeah, I don't know. Outside of, hey, we don't want to make a long-term commitment, right? Like he's looking for this many years. We're not interested in giving him 5 years. But he's ultimately serving the same purpose that Polanco would serve, right? Where he's going to play first base and DH. I know Pete was probably more adamant about playing first base, but it's like, hey, Pete, you want to be a Met, you'll play some first, you'll play DH, and then eventually we'll transition you from first to DH. And he is a prototypical DH, right? Like he fits that profile perfectly.
Right.
And you just also watched him have a great offensive season behind Juan Soto. Right? That was, again, this was not, Pete coming off the year where he wasn't good offensively. He looked like, trying to play for a contract, got the best out of him, and has the one big hit against Milwaukee, and you bring him back. Like, Pete had a legitimately, elite offensive year last year.
Elite, yes.
And then this is the year you decide to move off of him. And he's a beloved Met, man. I mean, that's part of it, too. It's the emotional attachment you have to him. And I also think the Bichette thing is probably, from the way Buster made it sound, was maybe not necessarily a David Stearns decision.
Right. That the owner got involved and said, okay, we lost out on Tucker. We thought we were going to get him. Who's next up? Best next player? Bichette, grab him. You're right. So which would be clunky. So, all right, let's break, come back. We'll get to the Yankees. We'll go around the league. We'll get to the Knicks. I told you, there's a lot going on. Very busy Monday. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $45 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more.
For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
At Wrangler, we know the essential question for any guy is, can I go like this? It could be date night, boys' night, work, or your nephew's school play. It could be anything, and the last thing you want to do is change. That's why Wrangler makes jeans, shirts, jackets, and tees that answer yes to life's essential question. You can go in Wrangler. Check out our latest styles today at Wrangler.com. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
ESPN New York programming alert. Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can only be heard one place, and that's the ESPN New York app. Don't miss any of the Blue Shirts action against their Cross River rivals.
Fox gets it back. Zibanejad scores on a one-time hammer. Mika Zibanejad with a bomb from the left circle.
Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 p.m. puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York, as we roll along on a Monday morning. We say goodbye to March and hello to April. We're not doing this April Fool's, April 1st nonsense, right?
No, we're adults. I mean, you're almost 60. I mean,
I'm not almost 60. I'm 53. Then you're okay. Then you're almost 50.
Ooh.
If I will accept, I'm
Not
almost
yet.
60. If you accept, what do you mean?
Never. I'm not there yet. I'm not even halfway yet.
I'm 3/10 of the way.
Yeah, but
you're going to be what, 47, 48?
How dare you? Once we
What do you
cross that Rubicon of 50, I mean,
then it all goes
halfway.
downhill from there.
No, I think you're going the opposite.
What do you think
you're
is the
getting
best
better.
age? What is the best age that you have lived so far?
Like
felt the best, happiest in your life. What is that? I
I don't know. Happy and the happiest and felt the best. I don't know. I don't think those coincide. I think the most success. I mean, my year at BU was probably
so 18 years old.
I think it probably peaked at 18, yeah.
Really? I'm sure. I hope your wife isn't listening to this at the moment.
Well, no, that's why I said. I mean, now, me professionally and me happy are two different things.
Well, doesn't happiness trump professional happiness or no?
No, I can separate the both. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't long after it wasn't long after that year that I met Cass. So I didn't have this long runway.
RJ's probably living it right now.
RJ's living the dream right now outside of the
He's
hole.
got one child who's
state foible,
somewhat questionable in his ethics. He's got another child on the way. He's eating a lot of ice cream. He's producing this show. Like, RJ, do you think that you are at the peak of your life right now?
I mean, maybe. It's funny you bring this up, though. I actually mentioned to Ange yesterday. I was like, life's in a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm in one of the sweet spots of life. Because there's a lot of ebbs and flows, but I'm in one of the ebbs right now. Like, everything is good.
See, I'm so neurotic that I always think, like, when things are going well, I'm like, oh, God, what's going to happen now?
Why, though? I mean, what could possibly happen?
I'm broken. I'm damaged.
Yeah, right. But, I mean, everything seems to work out for you, though. So I don't understand, like, what's next? You get another raise?
What would that upset you?
No, it'd be great. But, I mean...
the way you said it, like, so what, you're going to get another raise?
No, I'm happy that you get raises. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, everything turns out Dave.
Yeah, maybe because I worry about it.
I don't think you need to worry about it.
No?
No, I think you just keep doing what you're doing.
Just put your head down, take care of business.
That's it.
All right. I hope you're right. Game Time brought to you by... This is a long segment now, right?
Yeah, I should have peed. I made a mistake.
You're in trouble?
Is this going to be a problem?
I got a bottle next to me, so there's a chance
you can't. No. You can't urinate live on the air.
Why?
In a bottle? Because I think that's probably frowned upon. Right, RJ?
You're not going to... You won't be able to... You won't see anything.
You may hear it. You may hear it.
Oh, I could be peeing right now. You wouldn't even know. I'm a professional.
Here's what we have to do. We have to revisit this at 8:30 and see if you've gone to the bathroom in a bottle next to you.
Okay.
So there's a real chance you're going to?
We've established that Rick has done trucker bombs before.
How far is the nearest bathroom to where you are right now?
It's not that far, but I would have to...
So here's what I would prefer.
Yeah.
If I have a say, I don't know if I do.
No.
If you have to really terribly go, tell us. Get up and go, and I'll carry the three of us will carry the show in your stead.
I think it'd be more fun to try to pee in the bottle, but
RJ, do you agree with my assessment or no?
No, you can't move. You're locked in now.
So he's got to urinate there?
Pee in the bottle.
A bottle, pee your pants. I don't know. You got to figure it out. You can't leave. What kind of precedent with that set? Do you just get up and we leave? No,
You would prefer he urinates in a bottle on the air.
No one's ever left a long segment before in how many years? And now we're just going to start setting a different precedent?
The afternoon show leaves 20 minutes before the show ends. I mean, what are we talking about?
Not for bathroom purposes.
Well, it might as well be. I mean, I guess Peter takes a deuce all the time and misses and it shows up late.
You know what, RJ? If he pees in a bottle and all of a sudden he's just littered with urine all over him,
yeah,
this is on you.
They wrote a song. Christina Aguilera wrote a song about it.
Wait.
It's a weenie in a bottle.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Was that Genie?
That was not funny at all.
You know what? Maybe take a minute. Hit the bathroom.
Yeah. Why don't you go now?
No, I don't need to. I'm going to
No, go now because I have a read. Then we'll start to get to the Yankees. You'll pop back and you'll feel refreshed and effervescent.
No, I'm fine.
Great.
I'm not going to set a precedent. RJ's right. No one's ever left the long segment. I'll battle through it.
Okay. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, big game. Islanders hosting the Penguins, 7:45. The Mets visit the Cardinals, a game you can hear right here on 880 ESPN New York. And at 9:40, a nice 9:40 first pitch, Yankees in Seattle taking on maybe the second-best team in the American League and the Mariners. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask-matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. That's great. Yankees 9:40 in Seattle tonight. Just what you're hoping for.
I think you're underselling how important the game is tonight.
For the Islanders?
It's just the Islanders-Penguins game, how important this game is.
I just said what an important game it is.
This is like really, really important.
I mean, especially with what you got looming tomorrow. You want to get those points tonight.
Relax, okay? Relax.
Would you got the Sabres tomorrow?
This guy, I mean, he's you can't even talk to this guy anymore.
No.
Listen,
you know what the problem is? He goes from 0 to 100 like that.
Because you don't know what next year is going to hold. Like whenever the Jets are good, I will fully understand. Rick comes in every Monday after a win talking about, I don't know, we might win the Super Bowl because you don't know what's going to happen. There's no build. There's no pyramid effect.
So you're just going to let it all hang out and be that guy now, huh?
I don't know that it's like pyramid team building. Like you're up. You keep building like what the Knicks are trying to do. You could just fall off a cliff. It might be 1 year and that's all you get.
So you're going to make everyone hate the Sabres because you're going to be an obnoxious jerk over the next 6 to 8 weeks.
No, I'd say that's more likely with the Yankees because, I mean, with the way they're trending, and I peeked again at the schedule, and I just don't see any losses.
You guys are so annoying.
I peeked at the schedule, and I don't see any losses. This guy's
None,
unbelievable.
Huh? To make it through that first weekend,
was that the big weekend? Well, like if they were able to get through 3-0, now you see a real run happening.
Cleared the Giants' hurdle and smooth sailing.
Yeah, I mean they're in great shape.
They are. They're in great shape. What's the magic number to clinch this division? Do we have that information?
Right
now they're second. Right now they're second.
Well, they're
about 90 at this point.
Yeah, I mean there's another
90.
There's another undefeated team in the division. So.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are also undefeated.
So yeah, they're throwing a little wrench in my formula.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Sabres there for a second.
No, because he's sitting here I get tweets about it. I go on Twitter. These guys are texting about it. They talk about the Yankees going undefeated all the time.
I love this.
They know it's not going to happen.
I know they know it's not going to happen, but it's ridiculous.
I look forward to you texting us every time that they go on a losing streak this season.
Oh yeah, I told Ray, there's going to be someone in like the middle of July when they lose like 6 in a row that tweets at me and Ray like, "You two idiots! You really thought they were going to go undefeated?"
Do you really think there's any one person out there that believes you think they're going to go undefeated?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
No way.
There's somebody out there
No
who
way.
believes that.
No, there's no chance. They do look good, though. Really, really good. But I guess my question, Rick, for you would be, is it the Yankees pitching is that good because it looks unbelievable, or the Giants are like offensively really, really challenged? Or I guess a combination of the both.
Well, I think it's probably a combination of the both.
Because Schlittler looked, Cy Young Award worthy. He looked amazing.
Well, I think we all expected. Now, you're going to get a full season of Schlittler, but from what you saw from him last season, especially in that game against the Red Sox in the postseason, it's part of the reason why the whole running it back thing, as much as I think that frustrates you a little bit, because it feels like, again, we're not just trying to get to the World Series, we're trying to win the World Series, and I'm watching what the Dodgers are doing. Like, I guess you could rationalize, hey, this is going to be okay because of, Schlittler being a big piece of that. Cole coming back, full season of Schlittler. Like, the pitching's going to be good.
It should be elite,
and it's
not
deep.
just good. It should be elite.
Yeah, and the rotation's deep when everyone gets healthy. So I think it's a combination of the both, but I think we expect Max Fried's going to be good. Schlittler's going to be good. Will Warren looked really good
He looked great
in the spring.
I know that Fried is really, really good. Great, really. And I know what Cole can be and Rodon when he's right. I like Schlittler, but it's like, okay, it was half a season and a touch of the postseason. Like if you start to get that quality for a full season, and if Will Warren can go out there and produce like that, you're gonna have a absolutely dominant starting rotation.
Right, and not to mention the fact you're going to get Cole back, you're going to get Rodon back, and you're going to get Clark Schmidt back at some point.
Right.
So, we're sitting here worried about Manaea throwing 88. Like, look what the Yankees are going to be throwing out there.
No, the Yankees starting rotation has the potential to be the best rotation in baseball.
So, again, do I think they could have done more during the offseason? Yeah, probably. But, if you're going to get the kind of pitching the Yankees are going to get, on top of, we all expect after, Aaron Judge, right? Oh, what a bad game. Okay, relax. Aaron Judge is going to be
People
fine.
are amazing.
You people are crazy. And then the other thing I thought, and I said this to you before the weekend, watching Stanton, I know he's got the elbow issue with the I can't open a bag of chips or
but he can hit
a jar of pickles. Like, his legs look good.
His legs, he may not be eating chips and pickles, but he can hit the baseball.
Right, he can hit, and he actually looked like he was moving well, which is a positive sign. Because that was one of the things last year that you're not used to seeing recently with Stanton, is you finally had Aaron Judge break through and have a really good postseason, and you didn't get the typical postseason Stanton that you're accustomed to seeing. Because he's been the most he's been
Yeah,
consistent.
he's been the most consistent offensive player on that team in the postseason.
So you didn't have him last year. You don't get to where you want to go. And then the year before that, you had Soto, which again, you have Soto and you get to the World Series. I don't think that's a surprise.
No, Yankees are in a really good spot right now. And this is, I guess, when you look at the landscape of the American League, do you think that Seattle's the second best team? You think the Blue Jays?
I think probably with what Seattle's going to be able to do rotation-wise.
Because they can almost match you rotation-wise when they're healthy and right.
Right. I don't know what I can't imagine the big dumper's going to have the same kind of season that he had last year, but I think from top to bottom, they're probably going to be, I think that's the team I've seen the most picked coming out of the American League has been Seattle. Right, I think that's I've seen, as far as World Series predictions or who you think because he's coming out of the American League, I've seen Seattle a lot.
To come out of the entire American League?
Entire American League.
Yeah, well, they were right there last year. They're a really good baseball team. If we talk about starting pitching being the thing that puts you over the top, they do have great starting pitching. So, listen, Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, they do have legitimate players. So they're right up there. Blue Jays are up there. Yankees are up there. I think the Yankees right now are probably the best team in the American League, but it's early.
Well, it's early. And then they end up bringing in Brendan Donovan, which was a big pickup for the Mariners. So, they try to make a big deal out of the whole, Randy Arozarena big dumper situation. But I think they've squashed that. But I still think, man. Once the Yankees rotation gets back to, especially with the rested arms, which could be a blessing in disguise, according to you and Buster. I still do have some concerns, maybe about the end of the lineup.
I think that's fair.
Which I think is fair, but...
Well, what's going to happen at shortstop? Do you have enough at third? Right, Jazz, you trust it at second. Ben Rice looks... a Rice-Goldschmidt combo probably going to be fine. What's Grisham going to be? So you certainly have some questions, but overall, I think they're good enough that, they could and probably should have won this division. I picked them last week to win the division.
Right, we both did. They're going to pitch well. They're going to pitch well. Judge is going to be right there for the MVP. I think Ben Rice is going to be a really good offensive player. Grisham having the same kind of year he had last year. That one. When you look at his numbers, that's clear. Last season was clearly the outlier season. But when you're paying him 20, and that's with what he was making last year. You're like, oh wow, this is unbelievable, because the defensive numbers weren't great. They're not he's good defensively, but he's not what he used to be defensively. And then he hits for the power he hit for last year. You're like, okay, this is awesome. But now you're paying him $22 million.
Right. Well, now you better produce.
Right. And you're also talking about, hey, part of the reason why we didn't go out and do some other things is because, financially we weren't able to do it. Well, okay, but you just paid Trent Grisham $22 million. Is that the best allocation of funds if we know we're not going to do something else? That we'll have to see, because he was bad in the playoffs. Grisham was bad.
Grisham was terrible.
Right.
He was terrible. I get an email from James Kelleher. Odds of an ML team going 162-0.
0%.
1 in 10 quintillion.
Yeah.
So very unlikely, RJ. Very unlikely.
It's a fun little game. I think that once the Sabres made the switch at GM and they went on the roll that they're on right now,
he thinks anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
He is.
Look at what he's living in right now.
It's amazing. It's Shangri-La.
His hockey team is awesome. His football team is, they won a playoff game on a down year last year, right? They were banged up. His baseball team might go undefeated, and his basketball team is really, really good.
Anything's possible! See, but you feel some of the pressure right now, because we got to get one. We got to get one somewhere.
Well, you don't think the Sabres are going to win the whole thing?
Do I think it's probable? No.
You think there's a real chance the Sabres win the whole thing?
Do I think it's on the board of possibility, low percentages?
Anything could happen in the playoffs.
Well, the problem is, herein lies the problem, though, is you're going to have to play Tampa in the second round. Right?
Stupid format.
Listen, I think it's unlikely. Very unlikely, even. But again, do I think it's on the board in terms of a non-zero percentage? I do.
Anything can happen in
Is that the one you'd want the most?
What's that?
That's the one that would probably hit me the hardest. The most, if you're looking for slugging percentage to for emotional, to cause tears, it would probably be the Sabres.
You would weep if the Sabres won.
I don't really know how I'd act. Because like the Yankees, I've seen. Not necessarily as like an adult, but I've seen it. The Niners, they just made a documentary about how great they used to be, and I've seen Super Bowl losses. The Knicks, I'll be honest.
But you've never really seen the Niners win.
No, I haven't.
All right, so that would mean something for you.
The Knicks are an acquired team. Like I moved here 13 years ago, immediately jumped on with the Knicks because I didn't have an NBA
Oh, so
team.
you were. I didn't know this. You were not a Knicks fan growing up.
I didn't have a team.
Okay.
No. We always got Knicks games in Rochester, but I'm not going to pretend like I've been in since birth. You know what I mean? But I got in early because we had access to the Knicks, and when they were bad, I remember going when I worked the early morning show. We'd go up to Westchester a couple of times. We got to go to some of the media days, and when they were bad, they were coming off that 54-win season, but then a lot of bad years followed, a lot of lean years.
A nice 17-win season.
Yeah.
In.
So, but you get a lot of access when teams are bad.
Oh yeah.
And that was. Those are some of the teams I became familiar with. But the Sabres, it goes back to...
That's your true love, huh?
When you're bad for that long, too, and it comes out of nowhere. It's like your long-lost, love comes back to you. Like the Jets hopefully will one day for you guys. Rick and friends.
Why you say it like that?
But you don't even believe that.
Yeah,
even that though.
You said it with. I don't know if there was. It felt like there was a smirk on your face.
That sounded condescending. I can admit
because he doesn't believe it.
Well, listen.
Oh, you little guys, you'll get there too one day.
But listen, here's the problem. Even with me, when that happens, you and Jets fans should and will go all in, because, like I said, you don't know if this is going to be how long the peak is going to last.
Right.
You could fall right off the cliff in June, and that's it.
Well, it does feel like with the dysfunctional franchises that they're usually you'll have the blip. You'll have
you have to have occasionally the blip.
Right, you have the couple of years, so RJ's not wrong. Like you gotta I gotta go all in. Like I'll come out strolling like Ric Flair.
But the last time you had a blip was 15 years ago.
But if you believe in being due.
Yeah. He's gotta wait for the blip.
Due.
He's gotta wait for the blip. RJ, speaking of due, are you watching Paradise?
I got one more episode.
RJ, what are we doing?
I got one more episode.
Don't ruin it. You want me to go to the bathroom?
No, I'm not going to ruin it. I mean, I'm excited because there's going to be. It's just, and then boom, they rip the rug right out from underneath you.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. I'm at the.
Yeah.
I can't say what I want to say because it'll ruin it.
I
have no idea what's going on.
Can you guys have this conversation off the air, or it has to be on the air?
No, it's fine.
Listen, we talk about all your 17,000 shows.
If you guys said to me, I haven't seen that yet, and I intend to watch it at some point, I wouldn't follow through with that.
No, here's the issue I'm having right now is my wife stuck me watching this real depressing show, The Madison, with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, Kurt Russell's in that, right?
He was, yeah, but it's very depressing.
He dies. What do you mean he was?
That was much worse than what I did.
Oh, come on, man.
You're talking about spoiling people.
It's the whole
stink.
It's the whole premise of the show.
Oh, my God.
That's the whole premise of the show.
Well, you know what? Legality is the premise of this show, and you're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York.
My goodness.
He's still in it.
No, you don't have to watch that. Cross that one.
No,
he's dead.
It's a good show.
Dead.
It's just very depressing.
Kurt Russell's dead.
Anything else you want to spoil?
It's the whole show.
You guys might as well have your whatever.
No, I don't want to ruin it. But anyway, I'm in the midst of a lot of depressing television right now. I don't like it. I need to get out of it. I don't need to cry every time I watch a TV show. That's not what I'm about.
You want uplifting?
I want uplifting.
Is this show good though?
The Madison's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
It's good but sad. Yes. RJ, you're not a good guy.
What did RJ do?
I can see his hands. What do you mean? What is he doing? I see him with the.
That wasn't RJ.
That wasn't RJ. What's he doing with the mouse over there?
He was trying to play sound
to dump things.
I've been good today. I haven't said anything up.
No. So far, really elite, really, really good. Yeah. Let's go before we give it over to Raymond to do around the league. Let's go to Alex in the car. Alex, good morning. You're on ESPN New York. Bring it.
Hey guys. Oh,
Hi,
bring
Alex.
it. Very long time listener, first time caller. I love you guys. You make my morning every day. I would particularly love if you actually called out my brother Nate to listen to the show again, because we used to talk about sports all the time.
Well, why doesn't Nate listen to the show anymore?
Yeah, what's the problem?
What happened with Nate?
He just doesn't listen. Well, he got engaged, and he's got a lot going on.
So hang on a second.
What does that mean?
Because he's engaged, he's not allowed to listen to the
I don't
radio.
know. Do we like this woman that he got engaged to?
Or watch it on YouTube?
Yes, she's a sweetheart, an absolute sweetheart.
Do you think that she
but I don't
prevents
know
him from consuming the show?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I
She
can't
might.
give you
Well,
an
then what kind of a sweetheart could she be if he's not allowed to make his own choices like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We might have to. I'm telling you, we might have to call him out on air.
I think we just did. I think we should
Anyway,
have Nate Collin. I want to talk to him about this.
What's
I don't
his
know if I
name?
feel comfortable with
Okay.
this marriage.
okay.
What's
All
this
right,
guy's
good.
name?
Nate.
Nate sucks.
Yeah.
Start
Oh.
listening to the show, Nate.
All right, good. Thank you.
Yes.
So anyway, I took my oldest son, my 5-year-old, to the Rangers game yesterday, and we sat behind the Sky Bridge. And I thought the whole time, I hope Ray Santiago is here. And as we're sitting there, just as the second period is ending, Raymond Santiago walks across the Sky Bridge, and he's got his orange hoodie on, or kind of his dark sort of orange, burnt orange hoodie with his blazer on. Looked very handsome, and I yelled very loudly, Raymond Santiago. And everyone looked at me like I was crazy. But Ray kind of looked in the general direction, and then my 5-year-old son yelled, Ray Santiago.
Oh.
But I want to say, I know you guys razz him all the time, and I know he's been working out a lot. Ray, you walk with a very particular walk, like you are, 6'5" and very muscular. So I can totally understand why I'm a 30-something sexy lady would call in and give you all the compliments you get. And I raced to try to find him as he was leaving, but I couldn't find him.
I feel bad. I feel bad now.
Ray,
I'm
do you
sorry.
remember somebody screaming your name?
So I thought I heard somebody. I swear to God, I thought I heard somebody yell my name one time, and I looked out, but I couldn't place it, so I just kind of kept going. But I thought my mind was playing
And then a
tricks on
child
me.
called for you as well, right?
No, I did not hear the child though. Unfortunately,
It's okay.
But I thought I heard somebody yell my name at one point, but I couldn't place them.
I yelled very loudly, and you kind of looked around in the general direction, but it's fine. But please don't feel badly. But anyway, I just wanted to compliment you, and I know the guys always razz you a little bit. But
I appreciate that.
You were very handsome. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
So,
How about that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex.
So,
Thanks for the call.
right.
Your brother sucks, but we appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with
Can't
Nate.
speak for your brother, but
Yeah, I don't know if I like what's happening with Nate.
Well,
I have real questions.
yeah, I mean, this idea of like, oh, Nate's just so busy. Come on. It's a 4-hour show. You can consume it on the app after. You can listen to the podcast. That you can stream it on YouTube, stream it on ESPN New York's app, listen to it on the radio. So come on.
I mean, 6 to 10. I mean,
Real bad job by him.
It's not great.
That's a real bad job by him.
And let's not. I mean, he's also pretending like we don't know the Ray's like a handsome guy. The guy. I mean, he just does thirst traps.
We've always said that Ray's very handsome.
Right. We're all shocked that he's single.
When have we ever visually given Ray a hard time?
Never. I mean, you brought up the drinking thing for a while, but that was it.
Here we go.
Because it was brought to my attention, and I maybe carried it too far. And
Maybe
the
just
one
a
day that
tad.
I said Ray looked exhausted.
Well,
Yeah, that wasn't nice.
We're getting closer to summer,
worse things have been said.
and you
We're getting
mentioned
close
it.
to thirst trap.
Yeah,
fest.
you know what we
Yeah.
get during the summer.
Yeah.
And he's got time.
Shrug day, sleeveless,
Yep.
thirst traps. Yeah, he
Bring
loves
it.
it.
We get a lot of compliments lately. It's funny.
Was
Bring
that
it.
a live? Was that a live bring it or was that a
live.
played?
That was a live one.
Bring it.
You got a live one.
Yeah.
I still think we need to do a bring it that whatever day.
Bring
Has to be
it.
a bring. I mean, in a segment, bring it.
Oh,
Well, it's going to be April. So.
yeah, it's not that far away.
Oh, we're gonna Bring It Tuesdays or something?
No, Mondays.
Bring It
Monday.
Mondays?
Great.
Bring it. I love it. I can't wait for it.
Ray, you ready to bring it with the around the league?
Oh, we're ready to bring it.
Bring it.
It's time to go around the league.
We'll start with this one that came out overnight. NFL owners, they're, quote, alarmed by the state of negotiations with the Referees Association and have authorized staff members to begin hiring and onboarding replacement officials in the coming weeks, according to league sources. At the start of league meetings, the NFL began compiling a list of college-level officials to recruit earlier this month, and owners are expected this week to approve a sweeping set of replay enhancements to support replacement officials in preseason and regular season games. A league source says that training of the new officials will begin May 1st. According to a source, once that happens, the opportunity to reach an agreement with our current union becomes a bigger challenge just from civil economics. That effectively leaves about a month for the sides to bridge what league sources said are wide gaps in their proposals, from economics to the seasonal structure of the job. The NFL's collective bargaining agreement with the NFLRA expires on May 31st. The league sent a memo to each club last week prohibiting public comment on the situation.
This would be an absolute disaster. Last time we had this, we had games that were called incorrectly. I understand that you never want to get into somebody else's pocket, but the amount of money this league makes, if they allow replacement officials to do this again, it's going to be a real bad look. And with the amount of money wagered on games, it's going to be a real bad look for the NFL.
It's going to be a horrendous look. Horrendous look. I mean, we talk about it how often. That RJ, will you check? I mean, how many of the officials that we have now are full-time referees?
I thought none of them are full-time.
I don't think any are.
No, I think there are
some full-time.
I think there are some full-time.
There are now? It used to be that none of them were full-time.
Yeah, they had other jobs.
Right. Well, I mean, like Ed Hockley was an attorney, like, right? Like, yeah, other full-time
I mean, you're
jobs.
talking about, like, I mean, not to mention the fact that some of the guys that are doing the TV stuff should be doing the regular games.
Well, like Gene Steratore?
Like, I mean, it's just... I get that it's a negotiation, and, you know, both sides are looking for the best possible deal. We cannot have an NFL season with replacement referees.
So NFL referees are generally part-time employees with outside careers, despite very high-stake roles in the league.
Still all of them?
Most are part-time. The league has employed a small number of officials full-time in the past.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
Thomas.
exactly how many that is.
Yeah.
They should all be
Seems like it's
full-time.
a lot.
So,
but how much money are we talking about? Like, this would be so dumb for the NFL.
I read an article this morning that they were looking for. I got to find it.
I got some Tom Pelissero info for you.
Yeah, give me some.
Tom Pelissero said this morning the NFL has offered game officials a 6-year deal, 6.45% annual growth rate, blah blah blah. While the NFLRA is insisting on 10% plus $2.5 million for marketing fees, the union also continues to resist the changes the NFL is insisting upon, including shortening the, quote, dark period after the Super Bowl, deploying underperforming officials to spring leagues for extra reps, and ending a seniority-based system for playoff assignments. We want to pay for performance, said the source. The officials are not on board with that.
Yeah, if there are full-time refs, I don't disclose who they are right now, but the average... This is from this past season. The average
385,000.
SI had it at around 205. 205,000 per year for refs.
Shefty's article I'm reading right now says that the average NFL official earned $385,000 in 2025.
Seems like a lot of money for a seasonal job.
That's pretty good.
And apparently the NFL Referees Association just put out a statement about 5 minutes ago. So this will continue to get ugly, it seems.
As of late March 2026, which is now, the league has proposed hiring 17 referees full-time, one per crew, to review performance and assist with training other officials.
So is he actually part of the crew on the field, or is he in a supervisor role, it sounds like?
I'm not sure.
It sounds like he's the head of the crew.
Like the head official of every crew might be a full-time employee of the NFL. But
I got to tell you, though,
2026, the NFL does not employ its roughly 121 officials as full-time employees. Most referees hold other full-time jobs, and the league has historically resisted full-time employment for their officials.
Yeah, wasn't Ed Hockley famously a lawyer?
Yeah, I just said that.
So yeah,
I got to tell you though,
Rick, I just said if that was, you know what?
Yes,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave.
I don't want you to go.
I just said this.
I apologize.
And then you're like, "Hey, was it?" You quoted me. Do you understand what happens if I do that? That now becomes like a half-hour conversation on the show.
It could be a half-hour conversation if you'd
like
to. All right, then we move on. We get a laugh and we move on.
We should discuss it a little. I just said that.
It's look, would you rather
like
I
verbatim?
Say, would you rather I say?
Didn't Ed Hockley famously have like a full-time law job? Yes, the same very thing I said about 4 minutes ago.
Sounds like we're discussing. Would you like me to say that he had that law office in Brooklyn, which is a separate state from New York? Would you like that?
You know what? Now you won me over.
Okay, good.
Yes,
glad for that. Somebody who's winning over big, the Jets. Aaron Glenn has made it clear what role Geno Smith has with the team. Glenn was on NFL Network Sunday and this is what he said about what it means to have Geno on the roster.
It means to have a bona fide starter come in and lead this offense to where it needs to go. Listen, he's done it a couple of years. I mean, those years in Seattle when he was, I think, comeback player of the year. Man, he was up for MVP early in the season. There's no doubt in my mind that we brought a competent starter here in this team. I look forward to him getting in the building.
So just to be clear, Geno Smith is the starting quarterback.
No doubt about it. He's our guy.
No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah, those couple of years. He's definitely going to be better than Justin Fields.
Yes. Well, Justin Fields can't throw the football.
That's true.
and
that is correct.
And
that is
there
a problem.
lies a legitimate problem.
I think we all recognize too going into the season that may be an issue, right? Like, I mean, that was the one thing that kind of stood in the way of Justin Fields actually being a really good starting quarterback was the throwing part. But they told us that this whole offensive scheme was going to be built around Justin Fields, and don't worry about the videos that you saw in training camp. He's going to be fine.
Listen, they miscalculated. It didn't work out.
Ignore that man in the corner.
It didn't work out.
Somebody else who could be vying for that job, possibly, maybe, Ty Simpson. So after his pro day performance, he's feeling pretty good, says he's been invited to Pittsburgh for the draft, which implies he'll be a first-round pick. Now, he hasn't made a decision whether or not he'll attend, but he does believe he should be a day one pick.
I'm resilient. I love football, and I want to make other people better. You know, when I come in a program, I'm a program changer. You know, I don't just make, myself better, I make other people better. So if you draft me and you want me to be your franchise quarterback, I'm not just coming in to look after myself. I'm looking after the whole team and making sure that I leave it better than where I left it.
Let's go. Top 15, top 10, whatever.
Gross is convinced. Gross is convinced he goes higher than 16.
I'm starting to believe that.
Yeah, he might. The thing that would upset me, well, listen, if he's really good, it's not going to make any difference. But is if the Jets really like him and they have to move up to get him, that would be upsetting.
The way that Rich Sweeney made it sound is that's not something that they're necessarily going to be willing to do because they also recognize they get 3 first-round picks in 2027.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have to take the quarterback, especially if it includes trading up from 16 to get him.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
I don't know. I mean, I know that the Rams at some point are going to be interested in taking a quarterback, but do they want to use the 13th overall pick when they're trying to win a Super Bowl right now?
You wouldn't think so. You could get a dynamic player at 13.
Correct.
So you wouldn't think so.
And they traded their second first round pick to Kansas City.
Right? Yeah.
League meetings means GMs get to come out and speak, talk all sorts of topics. So we'll start in San Francisco. John Lynch, he holds court. One topic that came up was, that electric substation near the 49ers facility by Levi Stadium. So Lynch vowed at the end of the season, you'll remember, to investigate anything that might have contributed to the rash of injuries they had. That included the viral theory that the substation had an adverse effect on the players. So Lynch ruled out the substation and provided tangible steps the team is taking to attempt to reduce future injuries. According to Lynch, the Niners hired an independent scientist to study the substation and see whether there was anything to the idea that the facility could be contributing to injuries. He said it was basically a big nothing burger. We're in a safe place of work. It's a normal place of work. It's a normal gym. We are safe. We're healthy. And we feel really good about that. He also says there's positive momentum on the Trent Williams front on a reworked contract over the last week.
I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want to spend day after day after day next to a substation like that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I just would prefer not to.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I mean, you can have as many, scientists check that thing out. I'm with you.
Until they officially, you don't know. They may do the testing. It may come up fine. It may be a non-issue. And until 50 years from now, they're like, oh, we miscalculated that.
By the way, another nugget.
It feels like they get hurt a lot.
All the time.
Yeah.
They do get hurt a lot, but generally the Niners are a good organization. And another nugget that I saw mentioned by him was that they pay attention to those report cards that come out, and they make adjustments. I think that he saw that the 49ers had a C- on some of their trainers. So I
saw that they spent $9 million on hot tubs and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, running cold tubs recovery equipment. Yeah,
Isn't that what a good organization would do?
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Look at how they're critiqued and look at what people are soured on and
get better
for the better.
Right, but the reality is, though, should they have to be should your players have to grade you poorly for you to make Improvements?
Well, that's why it
if
exists.
you don't
though.
know.
But that's why it exists, right? You would hope that.
Right, but I mean,
teams-
it's just we don't have. What do you mean we're bringing in cold tubs? I mean, shouldn't they already have cold tubs?
They probably do. Maybe they stink.
So the only thing I'll say to that is, and Rick, you're 100% right. I couldn't agree with you more. Is that the NFL has proven time and time again, all these leagues really, that no matter how much money they'll make, they'll take shortcuts where they can. And that if they don't feel that they have to spend money on that, they're
not gonna pay the officials, Rick.
I mean, come on, yes, that's it. Howie Roseman of the Eagles, he also spoke, and he has one answer to every question about A.J. Brown. No, literally, one answer for every question. He says he understands there's interest. Unfortunately, I don't have a home under a rock, his words. But my answer to any question on A.J. Brown is A.J. Brown is a member of the Eagles. From my perspective, anything you ask me about A.J. Brown, I'm going to go right back to that answer. But I understand the interest. I put on TV, and I see there's interest. But my answer is A.J. Brown is a member of the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, well, you can't crush him for that. It sounds like they're asking for a lot. So unless somebody meets those demands, he's probably going to wind up as a member of the Eagles this year.
Right. It also makes sense financially to go post June 1 anyway with them.
Correct. Dead cap hit is $40 million if it's before June 1st, compared to $20 million after. Browns.
I mean,
GM,
but wasn't the? The thought all along was, and I know the Patriots have already kind of addressed it, but it was going to be Vrabel because of his relationship with A.J. Brown. That he'd at some point end up on the Patriots.
Right, and they could use a wide receiver, right?
Yeah, but they just who did they just pay? The Patriots just paid a wide receiver.
They just moved on from Diggs, right? So
Yeah, they moved on from Diggs.
Diggs is gone.
They just paid someone in free agency. RJ, who did the Patriots just sign?
Well, clearly he doesn't know because he didn't say
No,
anything.
but he can do it fast.
Romeo Dobbs.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Romeo Dobbs in the big helmet.
Yeah.
Another GM, Browns
Sounds like
GM.
a children's book.
Browns GM
Romeo
Andrew
Dobbs in
Berry.
the big helmet.
He wants to clear up a misconception. He says the modified language in Myles Garrett's contract last week is unrelated to a possible trade for the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. In the amended terms that were first reported by Field Yates, the date for option bonuses to be exercised in the contract was pushed back from the 15th day of each league year to 7 days before the regular season each year. So that change would make a trade after June 1st, in which the dead cap would be split between 2026 and 2027. That makes it more palatable for Cleveland, but Barry did not explain the reasoning for the contract change, but he says this is not a precursor to a trade.
Myles is a career Brown. He is one of the faces of our organization. I think we've been very clear, both past and present, in terms of our feelings on that. So I understand all the questions. I'll be honest, I don't really want to waste a ton more breath on it.
How does he still have a job? Andrew Berry.
I don't know. I was reading this weekend. It looks like their starting quarterback week 1 is going to be Deshaun Watson.
Oh no.
That may, no joke, and this is not hyperbole. That may go down as the worst trade contract ever.
Yeah.
With what they gave up.
$240 million guaranteed for
$230.
$230 for a guy that.
Well, look what they gave up.
Right. Have you ever seen like what all those picks has turned itself into?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that you guaranteed him $230, and listen, it's smart too. You can sit here and say that he's the face of the franchise and everything else. I mean, at some point, Myles Garrett could just be, I'm done. We stink. I want to go somewhere else. You made him happy because you paid him $40 million a year, but at some point, you can only take so much losing in one spot.
The Browns will not be signing defensive end A.J. Epinesa. The team's uncomfortable finalizing the deal after he had his physical, so they had agreed to a 1-year deal up to $5 million on March 18th. He visited the facility last Monday. That's what the NFL's transaction wire says, but the deal was not finalized. He was expected to add depth to the defensive line rotation after Cameron Thomas signed with the Falcons.
Another physical.
Another failed physical situation. The Giants have released kicker Graham Gano, which means farewell, sweet prince, to this. It's one of the all-time great calls.
Yeah, right, but that's not for the Giants.
That's when he was against the Giants.
It was against the Giants. That's what made it so great.
He's playing it because he's evil.
I can understand why Dave's
It's a
mean
great
to you.
call. What are you talking about?
No, that's not why. I can understand why Dave's mean to you.
You're playing it because you're a bad guy.
It's a great call.
Uh-huh.
Ganolo. Come on. That's a great call. The play on words.
How come we never play Ray's mistakes, by the way?
We play them all the time.
No, you got some great ones.
We play them all the time. What are you talking about?
I miss them.
Here, I'll give you one. Oh, if I had this up.
We got refills?
No free. That's exactly the one. That's exactly the one I was going for.
I like Memorial Day also. That's a particular.
No, what's the other one he said?
Lin
Lin.
I can't
get that. Get it. Lin Juan Mel.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What
That's
the
a hero,
hell is
too.
Juan Mel?
I don't know. Juan
That's
Mel.
not even a name.
Combination between Juan and Mel Kiper. I don't know.
That's got to be one that sticks with you forever.
They all stick with me forever. What are you talking about?
That's a tough one.
Ahead of the CONCACAF.
Oh my God!
I wasn't here for that.
I've played you that one. Though.
I know. I love it. What the hell was that?
I was trying to say CONCACAF.
No, I understand, but why did you say CONCACAF?
Ahead of the CONCACAF.
I don't know. Spain.
Yes, this one.
First game in the motherland.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite? That's your favorite one?
Spain.
Oh, Spain. First game.
First
in
game.
The motherland.
In the motherland. The motherland.
That's so good. That might be. I don't know. Can you play the Memorial Day one for me, please? That's a special one.
Why is it not here? Hang on.
Because you try to scrub it.
You try to get rid of it.
No, because if I tried to get rid of it, I would have pulled the.
Obviously, the reason for the holiday, it's Memorial Day, guys. Listen, the saying is, some gave all, some gave all. Obviously,
they want to put it on T-shirts.
Some gave all. Some gave
Ray,
all.
if we're gonna do a Ray T-shirt, that's gonna be your first tee.
I don't know. Spain, the motherland.
No,
is really good.
Listen, I would buy the Spain, the motherland one. I'd buy
Spain.
that one. First game in the motherland.
I think that might be the. You know what that one is?
I like that one actually.
That's the Mets and Yankees have the night off.
Yeah.
How
you don't
so?
know what the hell you're saying there.
No, I know exactly what I'm saying.
Really?
I know exactly what I'm saying.
Spain.
What's my last name, Dave?
But Ray, it's
Santiago.
if you listen to that, it sounds like there is nothing going on in your brain at that moment.
Really?
You listen to it again.
Spain.
I know, that's no. The Memorial Day one is way worse. If we're talking
First
about
game
in the motherland, if you're comparing one to the Mets and Yankees having the day off, the Memorial Day fits that one way better. Way better.
I don't know
if that's the comp.
It's the tone
I
of
think
your
the
voice.
Spain one might be my my favorite one.
I'm telling you,
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's so good.
Refills, of course, is like the old staple. Refills is really good.
The tone of your voice is just
no reef.
But we never play them, right? Why don't we ever play?
Well,
them?
now just because I brought it up, I missed those.
We play these all the time.
Yeah,
What are
but you haven't
talking
played it long enough where I forgot it was Spain that you were talking about being the motherland.
Oh my goodness,
Spain.
Spain.
Let's finish up here. The Bills have re-signed safety DeMar Hamlin to a 1-year deal.
Stop! Come on.
And one last piece on the NFL draft, or I guess it's not really the NFL draft because a significant legal hurdle for Trinidad Chambliss to play in 2026 college football was cleared on Friday. So the NCAA petitioned to the Mississippi Supreme Court about a state court ruling technically permission to appeal the ruling that will allow Chambliss to play in 2026. You understand all that? That was denied.
What does that mean?
It was an
Talk
appeal
to me like
to
I'm a child.
It was an appeal to an appeal. Basically.
So he's allowed to play college football this season, correct?
Here's what we have. The
That's right.
Supreme Court in Mississippi released the ruling and did not offer details, but the case will continue, but it's unlikely, here's the key, it's unlikely to be concluded before the end of next season, which means he's expected to play football for the Rebels this year.
What are they going to do at the end of next season? Be like, you were not supposed to play.
Those are the details.
Like, are we all on board with like the NCAA has?
They've lost all control.
Zero juice.
They've lost all
Right, they got no
control.
juice.
Zero.
Like they've outlasted. There's no more use for the NCAA.
Correct.
I don't even know how far we are from just the big schools
having complete anarchy.
Yeah, just breaking off.
The school's just becoming a minor league.
Yeah, I mean we've gone from Power 5 to Power 4, and why don't we just gather the top 40, 50 teams and they kind of do their own thing?
Let's go.
Oh, well, why are we also pretending like Trinidad Chambliss going back to college is not a good thing for college football?
That's a great thing.
That's great for college football.
Right. So what are we trying to push him out? Why is the NCAA trying to push him out?
It's also great if you're quarterback needy in 2027.
Well, that's what makes college football great right now. It's a legitimate feeder system. Not that college basketball is not, because college basketball is getting a lot of the. I mean, Dave, you know this. Like a lot of the international kids, like they're coming over now. They're not playing in like the Euro leagues and things like that as the teenagers because they can get paid here. They're getting NIL money. But imagine if like these Duke kids all went back to school. Like what the storylines would be.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but a lot of them are coming out to the draft.
Well, it stinks. I mean, look at the college basketball now. You don't get any upsets in the tournament anymore.
Sad. Yeah. You can win. You could. I mean, some of these schools could probably win a game or two, but you're not making that deep.
You don't get Cinderella runs anymore.
No, it's too hard to win 4 or 5 games for these smaller schools.
Unless you pull the basketball version of what Indiana did and just load up on all these transfers who weren't as highly touted but can still play.
Think about Indiana. Indiana's got a pile of money though. They're spending
that
a ton.
helps. That helps too.
The Big Ten's going to win everything now.
Yes.
So how many? They've won 3 straight different teams winning the college football championship. Right, Indiana,
Michigan,
Ohio State, and Michigan.
Yeah.
I think I could have sworn like 2 years ago we talked about that.
I think we did. Yeah.
Was it the Big Ten now with all the money?
Because they and that's why a team like Alabama might not ever be Alabama again. They just don't have that same kind of money.
You think that Nick Saban's dumb?
No, I think Nick Saban's very smart.
He saw the writing on the wall. He knew.
That's
the
everything.
SEC doesn't have LSU does. LSU, what a bizarre program LSU is.
LSU throws around money like this.
Well, and they'll take it. Like even if you leave in awful standing, they'll take you back. They don't care.
Come home.
Right?
We'll take you back. Come on home.
RJ, which is your favorite of the Raymond drops?
Oh, the Motherland.
See, I feel like it's recency bias, but we haven't played the Spain Motherland drop in so long.
It's so good.
First game in the Motherland.
I feel like there's such confusion going on there.
It's the pause between in and the Motherland.
But
I can tell you honestly, I was not confused at that point.
Then why did you sound like that? Spain.
Ray, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me when I try to like be cute and speak German.
See, it's more that. It's way
the
more
tone.
It's way more like that. It's way more like that than it is any sort of confusion. I agree with that.
Spain.
Spain.
The Motherland.
First game back in the Motherland. All right. With Xfinity, you already enjoy ESPN as part of your TV lineup with live games, daily sports coverage, and expert analysis. Now, the ESPN Unlimited plan is available at no additional cost, giving you access to additional ESPN content in the ESPN app, including more must-see action like WWE Premium live events, on-demand programming, and originals to explore. Visit Xfinity.com/your subscriptions to activate ESPN Unlimited access. Then start watching in the ESPN app. More from ESPN, all in one place. Let's break and start to break down what happened to the Knicks in OKC last night. That's next right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is, the great Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Let me bring it the traffic. We've got issues, guys, on the Bronx River Parkway southbound bumper to bumper down toward Fordham Road. Accident blocking a lane. 40 in at the George, Lincoln, and at the Holland. Watch for delays. Merritt Parkway south exit 5 into Greenwich with a collision being cleared. Traffic slowing down Sunrise Highway westbound at New Highway into Copeg with an accident. Traffic sponsored by WeatherBug. Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecast with WeatherBug. It's easy to use and provides real-time customizable alerts so the weather never takes you by surprise. Plan every day with confidence. Download the free WeatherBug app from the App Store now. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite awards show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Gold prices are soaring and silver is near an all-time high. If you've got gold or silver just laying around and you want top dollar, then go to the Estates Roadshow this Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge. For info, go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors or 0% APR for 72 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends March 31st, 2026.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York programming alert. Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can only be heard in one place, and that's the ESPN New York app. Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 o'clock puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app. So there's that, and that's important. And by the way, to get the app is so easy. You go in your little app store, you go to ESPN New York, you click on Get. The circle goes around a couple times, and then, boop, now you have the app.
There you go. And now you can listen to the Rangers game.
And you can listen to anything. You can listen to our show. You can listen to Bart Carlin. You can listen to Kay. You can listen to DHR. You have access to everything.
It is nice. It really is. Get to listen to all the different shows.
And it's like, I'm not exaggerating because I'm not exactly a technological person. It's so easy.
I'll tell you what was super easy, too, was when we did the – hold on.
Uh-oh. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
When we did the Dave and – it should have been Dave and Rickleball, the madness. It's signing up for that. It just – I mean, it was – click, boom, sign up, you're done.
Also very easy.
Very easy.
You know, it's not easy.
Beating OKC?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That team is really good. I know it was a 1-point game in the fourth quarter, and maybe you'll disagree. I never felt the Knicks were going to win that game last night.
No, I did not. I just think OKC, I think, is better.
And there's no shame in that.
No. No, there's no shame in that. Again, but it's one of those games that as we finish up the season, that you kind of, want to see where you're at.
It's a good litmus test, and I think to answer the test is they're better. But I don't think anybody would argue that. Like, I think we knew they were better. They beat you at the Garden. It was a close game. You got a lot of Knicks really competed well. Well, that's not what we're looking for. Last night, Knicks competed really well. And, again, I think it's just hammered home. Oklahoma City is a better team than the Knicks are.
Yeah, and then the other bummer is, you're looking forward to getting Deuce back. He's finally
and he
back.
comes back for 5 minutes.
And then now, who knows what's going on with him. I've had those. Listen, I don't know exactly what his surgery was, but I know having the sports hernia, that core surgery, that when you come back, there are times when you feel like, oh no, I think I just hurt myself again, and it's kind of like the scar tissue in the area breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that maybe is what happened, but his reaction to it,
it certainly didn't look good.
No, but again, that's the hardest part with this whole thing is that you go through all the rehab and everything else, and you start to get yourself ready, and you're doing the scrimmaging and everything else, but never are you putting yourself in a position like he was in last night, right? Like you completely it's a real game, so now you completely let yourself go as opposed to protecting yourself to get back, and then your fingers crossed you see how you can hold up, and of course you barely get a chance to see him hurt again.
And I was so excited for him to return. Right?
We all were.
He's going to come back. He's going to add a huge dimension. He's a terrific three-point shooter. He's a good defender. Like, he's exactly what you need. And now you can't feel confident you're going to see him again anytime soon.
No, we don't know. Again, we have no idea. But he missed a good chunk of time, and now to finally get him back, knowing that we're getting close to the playoffs.
Right. And I think he actually played 10 minutes last night, and now you don't know what's going to happen. Now, on the, I guess, positive, it sounds like Landry Shamet is not too far off, so he'll come back. And depth is not, at least I don't think, depth is not really the concern for this team, right? They have a lot of depth.
No, this is a much deeper team than you saw last season. There's no question about that. I think that's why there was such excitement and such high expectations. As you watch a team that, again, may have been a year early, get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and now you have the same returning core group of players. Plus, you've added a depth to it. Is all right. Here we go.
Right, and you got a healthy Mitchell Robinson.
Yep.
And you have the same starting lineup, and Josh Hart, and right, he's had his minutes taken back a little bit. But again, you got Shamet, and now you have Ed Alvarado to the mix. So you do have.
Oh, you got Clarkson, like you've had. You got a good bench, right? You got the depth that you need. Just having Deuce back, a guy that's been through it, right? Would have been.
Well, you wanted the option of having Deuce McBride, right?
Correct.
Whether you decide to play him or not, that's up to you. But you wanted the option.
He was actually. And he was also shooting the three really well before he got hurt.
Really, really well, and I think
he's
he
a good
been
defender.
A big addition.
Can handle the ball. There's a lot of reasons why I want him back.
We have to have a moment here where we acknowledge that the Knicks are not going to get the 2 seed.
It feels like that, yeah. Yeah, that's listen, and again, they have not spent the season acting like it's that big of a deal. So again, you get what you get, right? And now you have a highly motivated Boston team that is, clearly paying attention to what people are saying. And again, I'm pretty sure that they probably have you circled on their list of teams to get after because of what happened last year.
You think that blowing 2 games, having the entire NBA think that the Knicks had no chance last year, and losing that series to the Knicks, you don't think that they have you circled on their calendar?
Of course.
Crazy.
Yeah, of course they do. That's a team that's won a championship that was supposed to have this, gap year, and then Jaylen Brown plays at an MVP level. They're just a well-run team. And now you got Jason Tatum back just in enough time where he can kind of, figure out where he's at and how we're going to use him and everything else, get comfortable, and now be ready for the postseason.
By the way, do you know who you're matched up with in round 1 right now, the postseason?
I haven't looked at the standings. So.
Atlanta.
Oh, they're not playing good basketball right now, are they?
Atlanta's unbelievable right now.
Oh.
So I don't love that either. And they're long. Like every guy, like 6'9", with arms that go down to the floor.
Right. So again, I going back to last night here for a quick second too. And I know it's Cat always is the one, right? We got Bichette now with the Mets. Cat's been one for the Knicks.
Yep.
And that's not just here; it's nationally and everything else. He was again 18 rebounds beast. He goes on like a mini 7-0 run himself. Like he goes on a mini 7-point run himself, and then they take him out.
What was that?
I don't. Is Mike Brown? I don't know. I mean,
I think it's fair to say you can't say you don't like Mike Brown, but I think it's fair to say you're aware that you might not like Mike Brown, right?
Right. Like I don't. Again, they obviously thought there was time, need for a change after having their, player postseason interviews and everything else. But we said this at the time: if you're going to fire Tibbs, make sure you have a plan. Like
they didn't have any plan. It was, we're going to fire him and we'll figure it out down the road.
Okay.
Well,
right.
now we see.
Right, now we see. It's just, I was just like, what are we doing? He just scored 7 straight. What are we doing here?
It was jarring at the time. Again, OKC's just better, and I can deal with that. They were, I don't know how closely you listened to Reggie Miller and Tirico last night. Reggie Miller was crushing Karl Anthony Towns.
Does it surprise you? Does it surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise. He's got what's the little guy, the good defender,
Caruso.
He's got Caruso. You go to him. He's like, go to him. You have to go to him. He's got to demand the basketball. If Reggie watched every single Knicks game, he would lose his mind. He's way too complacent. He has to demand it. He has to be an alpha. And I guess in some way it's our fault because he's not that guy. He's never been that guy, and he might never be that guy.
Okay, so if he's not going to do it, and he's not going to do it, right? It's like I say to you all the time. If you're a coach that takes over a team and you recognize there's a leadership vacuum, right? In a perfect world, again, I'm the coach. I have great leadership. It's much more powerful when the team can, hold each other accountable. You have like great veteran guys. And then I can I can be the coach. Those guys will lead the whole thing. If that doesn't exist, I need to step in. I got to be that guy. If you know that Cat's not going to be the one that sits there and demands the ball because he has a matchup that he likes, I mean, can Mike Brown or Jalen not make a point to go to him? He had one shot in the first half.
It's unbelievable. It's amazing. So they had Hartenstein, Holmgren on the court, and they were defending Karl Anthony Towns with Caruso.
I said this to you the other day, though. Right, because Josh Hart is able to be defended by a big, like for these great defensive teams. Now all of a sudden you got Cat. Until Cat takes advantage of that matchup, they're just going to keep doing the same thing they're doing.
Oh, it was very, very upsetting. And again, it's one of those, you're right there with them all the way through. You're not really sure how you're 1 point down in the fourth quarter.
And then crunch time, it was, what they go, 19-9, a run?
Right, but it was a 1 point game with 4 minutes to go?
Yeah.
You were right there. And then it fell off the cliff. So here we are again. Let's get to the calls. People want to talk about the Knicks. You're going to get the best case scenario. It appears you're going to get the 3. You're only 1 game in the loss ahead of Cleveland, so you don't want to fall to that 4 spot. 800-919-3776. Although maybe, do you? Would you rather play Toronto and then Detroit in the second round?
Well, I mean, everyone keeps telling me that they think Boston is the toughest team in the East.
I think Detroit matches up with you so well, though.
Well, either way.
Either way, your second-round matchup will not be overly attractive. All right, let's break. We'll come back. Get to your calls, 800-919-3776. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey fans, on Sunday, April 19th, when the Yankees take on the Royals, take your family out to the ballpark with a chance to receive a very special kids giveaway. It's Hershey Park Kids Ticket Giveaway Day. The first 10,000 kids, 14 and younger in attendance, will receive a Hershey Park Kids ticket, courtesy of Hershey Park. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. That's the Yankees and Royals on Hershey Park Kids Ticket Giveaway Day, Sunday, April 19th. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
ESPN New York programming alert. Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can only be heard one place, and that's the ESPN New York app. Don't miss any of the Blue Shirts action against their Cross River rivals.
Fox gets it back. Zibanejad scores on a one-time hammer because Zibanejad with a bomb from the left circle.
Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 p.m. puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app.
This could be a real blessing in disguise for you, Rick. Not you personally, but people out there. If you don't have the app, and now you're like, oh, I want to hear the Rangers game tomorrow. So now you get the app, listen to the Rangers. Now you have the app, and now you can consume the station whenever you want.
It's perfect.
Right?
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, if Garrett Cole doesn't pitch for the first couple months.
Oh, my God.
And he comes back.
You know, you ever hear the phrase beating a dead horse?
I love it.
I mean, you really, that defines you to a T.
I don't think the horse is dead yet.
Oh, no, the horse has already been made into burgers, patties.
Well, I mean, listen.
Let it go.
You would know after what you did to the clock last week, where you sent the thing into it was buried, and we had or whatever they call it.
They call it a funeral. Is what they call it. When something dies and you
that was not the word I was looking for.
To reflect on it, typically it's called a funeral.
No, I think we were past the funeral though.
Okay.
We were saying nice things about it.
What would that be?
I forget what RJ called it. RJ, what's after the funeral?
The repast?
No, the get together. No, not the repast.
The
Get together. You get together after the funeral.
Yeah, it's like a meal.
You have some food.
You share some of the good memories.
On the kind of person it was. Yeah.
Yeah, we were reflecting on what the clock used to look like and how it was.
That's
I don't know. That was last week. Today I'm doing a yeoman's work.
I don't know what a repast is, Raymond.
Like, what are you talking about?
What's a repast?
I guess when you tell funny stories about.
No, it's the big gathering and meal that you have after the funeral.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
A repast?
I think I made the word up.
I never heard it.
Yeah, like you'd get up there and you'd say, listen, I remember when the clock used to be.
Yes.
Used to have some kind of integrity.
Right. Now, well, it's not integrity. The clock was then dead. Remember, you said, like, I remember when the clock had life.
Yeah.
breathed real life into this world.
And then you merged it.
R.I.P. to the clock.
You took it before its time.
You can eat that bologna, right? That kind of thing.
So yes, that's exactly how it goes.
Well, I mean, food and death, they go synonymously together.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't feel like death and bologna go together. I mean, how many bologna
what
sandwiches
do you want,
have?
What are you looking for?
But that just goes.
Little pastrami on rye? What
That
do you
just
need?
goes to tell you what he thinks of the clock. He
Yeah,
equates the clock to bologna.
I haven't had bologna in a very long time.
Bologna's delicious, but I've just never been to a repast where you have like bologna
You
sandwiches.
didn't know what a repast was until 45 seconds ago.
But he's been to them.
Right, whatever you call it.
He
Like,
just
there's
didn't know what they were
a
called.
memorial.
In the
Maybe
Jewish
it's a
religion,
memorial.
we call it a shiva.
A shiva. You said shiva.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
You don't
come
have
over,
bologna.
we talk about the person, and then we eat.
Do you have bologna at the
No,
show?
there's no bologna.
Listen, if you're
They have a lot of kugel.
if you're in mourning,
See, I don't know what that is.
Is
It's
kugel noodles?
like a noodle pudding.
See, I knew that.
if you walk in to whatever the religion, a time of mourning, and bologna is batting leadoff, that
You
says
got a
something about
problem.
what the family thinks about that
You
person.
got a problem if that. If,
Like they're one step away from putting a vending machine up.
You know what? If I had a bag of chips, I'd be thrilled with that.
No, you would not.
Oh, absolutely.
You would find
Yeah,
that.
there's no way you go to a. There's no way you go sit shiva and they pass out bags of chips.
Only
you
a
know how
bag of
upset
chips.
Dave's spirit would be if they handed out chips.
No. I wouldn't be okay if it was only chips, but it's like chips as a starter.
Like, well, what'd you think of Johnny? I don't know. Here's some Fritos.
Yeah.
Chips is a starter.
Chips as a starter. Why is that a bad thing?
I don't.
Like here, you walk in before you even get over to the food. Here, have some chips.
Now, I will say there's certain
Pickles.
There's certain brands that would at least get a follow-up question. They're like,
I mean, come on. You walk in and they
gotta be
give you the
dip.
little tin of Pringles.
No, but there's got to be
no,
some dip
Pringles aren't
involved.
doing it.
You'll take the Pringles and you'll be happy.
Is there like a nice onion dip? Is that I guess it's got to be something to dip the chip in? It can't be like here's a bag of Doritos.
Like if you're like, oh, we're remembering Chris. By the way, there's some Doritos over there. You'd be like, oh, what kind of Doritos? That would go through your head.
You walk in, they give you Cool Ranch Doritos, and you're thrilled to be there.
Are you?
Yes.
To be there.
Yes. You're like, Chris, fine, Doritos, delicious.
So I don't want names, but there are people in your life you would trade now for Cool Ranch Doritos.
No.
Trade them for a single chip.
I wouldn't trade a human being for a chip.
What about one of the really big bags?
What about the ones that haven't
giant
paid?
bags.
Yeah. What about some of the people that haven't paid in your pool?
Yeah, the people who haven't paid.
No.
he
I
definitely
offer you
traded
a
for.
family-sized bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. Are they
Oh,
out?
I'm not taking anything for people to perish. I'm just saying sometimes there's a benefit. Like, hey, I didn't know him all that well, but the spread at his repast or shiva or whatever you want to call it was elite.
You should. These the lox at this place was delicious.
You ever have to go to something and you don't know anyone? You're like, oh God.
Yeah.
I had that in the last year. It was terrible.
I was the person that was like I don't even say, I hate saying even the word, like the celebrity guest at a bar mitzvah.
Ooh.
Where I didn't really know. I knew the person
Yeah,
that
but
was.
that's different, you dummy.
Well, but it was, I
You're
didn't know anybody.
celebrating the high moment of a person's life. We're talking about death.
Right, but that's not what you said. You didn't say, did you ever go to a death
Yeah, you said
situation where you didn't. You said something where you didn't know anybody.
Imagine
I
to be the
meant one of
celebrity
these-
I
guest
came up out of the
appearance.
stage.
A wake or a shiva or a repat. Like you go in there and it's just like you don't know anyone. Death is here. Do I
know.
take food? Do I not take food? Like then you don't know what to do.
I now have the visual of somebody
gotta
being the
take-
celebrity guest appearance at a funeral.
Imagine that. Bob was a great guy, and Rick DiPietro's here, everybody.
I don't. You said anything. You didn't say death.
Okay, that's on me. But can you imagine? Everyone's like hanging their head. They're all sad. You may know him from his time at BU. He was the number one pick in the entire NHL draft.
You couldn't see Andy from Merrick doing that.
He signed a lifetime contract with the Islanders.
Rick gets a little extra if he says some nice words about the
No,
departed.
if I pop out of the coffin, I get
He
a little
is
extra.
number 39. Let's give a warm welcome to Rick DiPietro.
No, you don't need to go that far. You just need to say about 30 seconds of words about the deceased. You'll be fine.
Right, we could be like a celebrity pallbearer.
Is that a thing?
They
I
have
don't know.
celebrity pallbearers?
It could be a new industry.
You know what? Get that off
Will
the ground.
Ferrell
Get
Will
that off
Ferrell
the ground.
transitioned from wedding crashing to funeral crashing and was highly successful.
Yes, in a fictitious movie, I guess.
Right, so maybe that's the new thing. Like Andy from Merrick, they hire me to be part of the festivities.
I don't like funerals.
I know who likes funerals, Dave.
Do you know someone who does?
Does anybody like
some
funerals?
people that they feel they're miserable people, and they feel like, hey, now everyone's miserable, and we can grieve together. I'm very uncomfortable with funerals.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing. I feel like you have to be like a little bit screwed up to take pleasure in going to funerals.
But you
like,
get
hey, what do you want
a nice spread though at a lot of them.
What do you want to do on Friday night? There's a great funeral down there. We should check that out.
I think that would be awkward.
Yeah.
You ever go to when they have sushi though post game? That's nice.
It's not called post game.
Post game.
No.
All right, everybody. Great effort today. Pack it up.
I told you I had the one real awkward situation with my grandmother's funeral because I started laughing and everyone thought I was crying, but I was laughing so hard, but I was crying
because
Al started.
Brother, it was doing the excuse me.
Well, no, and then he dropped he went into his pocket and dropped stuff on the way up to do his speech. It's like a trail of stuff.
Was his speech good at least?
No, he forgot it. That's why I went, excuse me. And I just started dying laughing.
And people thought you were sobbing?
Dave, I was real tears. I was crying, so I was laughing so hard. And maybe just because it was
everyone else at the funeral just like, oh, Rick is really.
They were
taking
passing
this
me.
hard.
I was getting past Kleenex. Look at how upset he is.
They should have given you some Fritos.
Had they given you bologna, you'd feel differently.
Well, that's why we had such a good turnout
for the
bologna
food?
sandwiches.
Yeah. Little finger sandwiches, elite.
Yeah.
All right, let's break. We were going to get to the calls. That didn't happen. We will get to the calls on the other side. The Knicks, college basketball, the Mets, the Yankees, 800-919-3776. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Time to bench those other job sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build your championship roster. What's the advantage? Well, with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast. But you also get the MVP for your team. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't make candidates wait to take the shot. It passes the ball right to them. Building your team or scouting fresh talent? ZipRecruiter runs the full court with powerful technology that immediately gets your job in front of the right players. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. And why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even cross half court. It's a slam dunk with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
In
pro football. If a coach can't see the whole field, he's missing out. It's that simple. If you run a commercial trade business and you don't have Service Titan, you're coaching blind. You need real-time visibility into project profitability. You need to know which jobs are making money and which ones aren't before it's too late. And you need to see the entire business in one place, from service work to construction. Service Titan is the end-to-end platform that helps you do all that and more. Win larger contracts, accelerate your workflows, and maximize your profit. Visit ServiceTitan.com to learn more.
Pros, just because something on the job runs out doesn't mean you have to. Order it on the Lowe's app. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get free same-day delivery on eligible orders over $25. Get the fasteners, hardware, or tools you need to keep the job moving. Order by 2 p.m. and get eligible in-stock items delivered right to your job site by 8 p.m. Members get more at Lowe's. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Subject to availability, restrictions, and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Is it fair to say you never know where we're going to wind up going during the course of the show?
Never.
Do you love that or do you hate that?
I love it. My favorite shows are the bouncy shows where we go all over the place. Speaking of which, did you get a chance? I'm asking. It's a rhetorical question because I know you've seen it, which is why I love doing the show with you. CB Buckner?
Yeah.
That debacle?
Was he wrong like 6 times?
Yeah. But finally, he was like, you could tell how dejected he was.
He stinks. But we've known he stinks.
He took it out on Trevor's story.
But the crowd got into it, too.
Did I not tell you that you're going to love ABS?
You said we love it. We love it.
And how great is it?
Everyone
Best
loves
thing
ABS.
since the DH.
Everyone
Did
loves
you hear what I love this, by the way, that Raymond's dad walks around the house patting his head when he thinks his mom has made a bad call now?
Stop it, Raymond.
So I saw my parents for the first time in several weeks.
Because that could be
Saturday.
misconstrued.
No.
You start touching your head like that.
No, because my father was talking about how excited he was about how the ABS and the challenge. Well, you tap the top of your head.
Yeah.
He just turns to my mother. Is like, from now on, every time I disagree with you, I know you're wrong. I'm just gonna chase you around the house tapping the top of my head.
How great is that?
That is great. Yeah, but Ray, where's the replay? We're going to need an arbitrator, though, to decide whether
who's going to make the ultimate decision.
That's for them to figure out. That's not.
And it's got to be immediate, right? It's like they replay the pitch, and then all of a sudden you get the 3, 2, 1, then the swirly thing, then ball or strike.
And then you have the crowd cheering as the call is made.
It's so good.
Oh, it really is good. You got someone thrown out now because of it?
It's so good. I mean, Aaron Judge is hitting home runs because they're overturning pitches.
Yeah, you got a good eye now, right? Or you got a good catcher. I saw Salvi Perez has taken advantage of it, too. You could tell that CB Buckner's feelings got hurt. It was upset.
It just shows how bad he is that he's missing this many.
I love that Salvi Perez didn't even look at the umpire. He just tapped the
He didn't
head.
have to.
He's so good.
He didn't have to. He's like, yeah, no, that's a strike.
Well, and it doesn't slow down the game. Like, you go from challenging it to the answer in 15 seconds.
By the way, though, have you seen some of the videos? So there's videos coming out now, like what would this game have been like if they had ABS?
Right.
Some of the strike calls. I think it was an old Braves game. It might have been. I don't know if it was a World Series game. Some of the calls were so blatantly awful.
Really?
Oh my God! Like the pitch is like almost like 6 inches outside, like almost a foot outside, and the guy's like banging them out. Just like Enrico Palazzo bang, like punching them out.
Yeah.
And listen, the umpires are great. Like, they're good.
Well, it's very hard to do this.
It's so hard to do. And you're talking about, like, and again, I mean, I don't know. I have heard some negativity a little bit where it's like the tiniest sliver of the ball is on the line, so it's a strike. It's like, okay, but listen, it's a strike. It's the zone. They measure it.
It's a strike. And it's good, and it keeps you engaged, and I don't see a downside to it right now. So
no, but it also, I mean, you're also now, there's a level of accountability on the umpires that you got to make sure, like, this is
right. They got to be really, really dialed in.
Right, like this guy has a certain zone and this guy has a certain zone.
Well, that can't exist anymore.
Right, which I'm sure pitchers loved. Right, I mean, I'm sure that pitchers back in the day loved that. Like, I know this guy's going to give me a certain amount of, on the inside of the plate or wherever his
if I
spot
work the
was.
outside corner, he's going to. But really, in essence, an umpire is irrelevant now. Right, strike zone.
So now
doesn't really matter. Framing pitches doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. But I guess it could also. I mean, I guess it could maybe a little bit if you're so good at it
that you fool them and then they don't challenge it,
or they do challenge it, and then all of a sudden now you're out of. And they brought up something interesting yesterday. Did you even know this? I didn't know this till yesterday, and maybe I wasn't as dialed into ABS as you were because you were so excited for it.
Very excited.
Okay, you would think, right, that I have two challenges. So yesterday in the Mets game, each team had a successful challenge and they both had a failed challenge. So they only have one challenge left for the game.
Right.
That you would want to make sure that going into, if this game's close or tied and we're going into extra innings, I want to make sure I still have that challenge because now we're like, it's extra baseball here. Did you know that if I use my challenges the right way and I still have a challenge or two going into the 10th inning and the other team has already used their two, they get a challenge for the 10th for extra innings?
So if it goes extras, they get a challenge.
Right. I don't get an extra one. So if I have one left, I don't get a second one. The other team gets one, and I just keep mine. That may need to be revisited.
I didn't know that.
I mean, don't you feel like that needs to be revisited? If I've done a good job with my challenges, I got one left going.
Right, if I saved them. But I think it's the same thing with like plays in the field, right? Like not ABS challenges, but plays in the field. You get an extra challenge if you go to extra innings.
Right, but I'm not getting an extra. But I should get an extra one then.
You should get an extra one then, yes.
Right, so I should have two, and you should have one.
So each team gets two challenges.
Yep.
The challenge is retained if the call is overturned. So you can be wrong once. You can be wrong once. You're wrong once. You get another. You're wrong twice. You're out. Unless I guess you go to extra innings, and then you would acquire another one.
Right, but the team that has one left in the pocket doesn't get an extra one. They just keep theirs.
If a team has no challenges left entering an extra inning, they receive one additional challenge per inning. So you get an extra one, and from that it sounds like you would get an extra one every inning, right?
That's what you said, per inning.
So if you're wrong in the 10th, you get another one in the 11th.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm reading it from the rule book. If a team has no challenges left entering an extra inning, they receive one additional challenge per inning. So if you use it in the 10th and it doesn't work, you get it for the 11th as well.
Okay, so you got to use it.
You got to.
If I know I'm getting one in the 11th, I got to use it in the 10th then.
Absolutely.
Just like I would use it. Well, just like if I had it in the 9th, then I would definitely be like, listen, we only got, if this thing's going 10, we're going to get one anyway in the 10th, and we're not going to accumulate. I might as well
I would be
use
such a petty jerk, though. I would, like the final pitch of the game, I would challenge it.
Just to use it.
Even if it was right down the middle. I'd be like, you know what? I want to delay their celebration. Let me challenge it. I don't know. Can you imagine
that? Right down the pipe.
Right, like the catcher to move the glove, goes right in the middle of the box. I'd be like, we'd like to challenge that. That happened. Tap my head.
That happened
Carlos
to
Beltran with the curveball from Wainwright. I would have to tap my hat. Be like, listen, challenge it.
Perfect curveball. You get bottled.
I don't care.
No, I got to check. Just to make sure.
Just, you know what? I just want a confirmation.
I could have sworn that looked like it was
Can
a
I get a little
inside.
confirmation? Can you imagine you win a game, you're on the field, you're running around celebrating, and then he's like, well, I might as well challenge, and then they overturn it?
Well, that just happened. I mean, it wasn't because he was halfway. He was at first base.
I know.
And you could see the pitcher clearly did it. And then it was just they took a second to do it, and then the manager got all pissed off. He got kicked out.
I like it.
I think for the most part, everyone likes it.
I'm sure the umpires don't like it. So we got so much going on. We got the Mets and yesterday. We got the Yankees and their 3-0 start. We got the college basketball. We got St. John's Friday and the Duke UConn game yesterday. We got the Knicks and their loss last night. We got everything going on. We have phone lines to reflect this in every different direction. So let's get to some of the calls. 800-919-3776. Let's go to Hector in Queens. Hector, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm actually a UConn fan. I'm all over the place this morning. I'm so excited. But
You must be.
I know you're a Duke. I know Duke. You're a Duke sympathizer. That's disgusting, in my opinion.
Well,
But
no.
you really didn't do UConn Huskies.
Well, he
UConn
picked
Huskies
Duke.
justice this morning.
Yeah, but it's because he picked Duke. It's because he picked Duke.
Yeah,
I don't
that
understand.
was
What did
ugly
I
this
do
morning.
so?
It was
What did I
like-
do
it was
terribly
like
this
the worst,
morning?
The worst analysis I ever heard this morning. You tried to kill my joy this morning, and I did not appreciate it.
Well, okay, what was so wrong with my analysis?
You gave complete credit to the loss to Duke instead of giving
because that's how I
credit
feel.
to UConn mostly. I didn't understand it.
Because that's
Anyway,
how I feel. I feel like listen. I give UConn credit for hanging around. Duke lost that game. Duke's MO has
agree
been
with that,
they
but-
collapse in the big moments.
I want you to check the scoreboard for each half. You know what I mean? So that says it all. Anyway, thank you guys.
I understand why you're attacking me. You
Oh,
won
he
the
should
game.
attack you.
You should be thrilled with it. I did not think you were the better team yesterday.
You try to wet blanket his excitement.
Sorry.
Well, good thing I'm
the
here to.
kid peed down his leg.
Oh.
Duke had a chance to win that game 50 times. They gagged. They collapsed. Teams were 134-0 being up by 15-plus points.
Right.
In the second half. So it's the first time it's ever happened. It's great for UConn. You should be thrilled.
Right, but you got to recognize too, and I'm not disagreeing with you, because again, I think you're partially right. You do, on the other side of it, have to continue to play and give the other team a reason to melt down.
Oh, and I give UConn credit for keeping their heads in the game when they
Right.
were not playing a very good basketball game.
And also executing on that last play.
Yes. But did Duke win that game, or did UConn win that game, or did Duke lose that? Duke lost that game.
I think it was a combination of the both. I mean,
No, I
however
don't.
you want to lean. I
Okay,
think
well,
that
that's
Duke was. I think if we're going to establish a blame pie, I think that the bigger slice would go to Duke.
It would be a heaping slice.
Yeah, I mean that's.
It would be like after a funeral kind of a slice. Like, oh, that's a big slice.
Right. This is and this is after you already ate the chips and the bologna sandwich.
Right. Well, you're here for the food, so we're going to give you a big slice of pie.
I do love pie.
They
I had
never
nachos.
serve
I
ice
had
cream cake at that stuff, though.
I love ice cream cake. I had nachos yesterday. I'm on a real downward spiral.
You're
right
really in the midst of one, aren't you?
now. Yeah. Well, you know what I did, and this happens. I think I wanted nachos, but I felt guilty about ordering nachos. So I talked to my wife, and I was like, you know who loved the nachos? The kids will love the nachos.
So you had the order for the kids, and you ate them all?
Well, yeah, because knowing the kids weren't really going to like the nachos, I was going to eat the nachos. And I was like, I can't let the nachos go to waste. So I smashed the nachos.
That's a really weaselly thing to do. You know that?
Well, is that any worse than your son for eating your pregnant wife's last ice cream?
No, you and RJ have some real issues here.
Maybe I learned from the best. Maybe I took a page. I said to myself, I'll take a page. Our little RJ's.
You got to
RJ,
stop
you
writing
see-
that on the
you see-
board.
RJ, you see what you're doing now?
It's not nice.
Hey, you got to do a better job of checking it. I thought I would get one passed, and now it's every week I'm getting it passed.
I got to check it every hour. On the hour.
I got someone that sticks around and writes it while you're gone.
I'm starting to wonder. Somebody's on the inside.
Pay the right people. What do you think Greg's doing there? You think Greg's just hanging out?
I don't doubt Greg.
Greg, you carb yourself up right. Eat all the apple cinnamon oatmeal you want. And when the time comes, you see that little guy leave, get to the board.
So you're blaming Greg?
I'm not blaming anybody. It could be Greg. It could be somebody else. This is what happens when you create such strong relationships inside the office. You have people that are willing to do things for you. Unlike some people I know that
So
are a
you
little
think you're
standoffish.
very, very, very highly respected in the office.
That are a little standoffish with the people.
Not me. I'm not standoffish at all. You
you were.
I'm not standoffish.
Well, you're not. I mean, you're not out there mixing it up a lot.
Well, because I have a show to do.
Oh, is that what? Okay,
That's what it
How
is.
come? Well, why is it that you prioritize? Hey, I got a show to do, and then everyone else in the office just comes in whenever they want, as we're trying to do
They
said
don't
show.
respect the show that I have to do.
It's unbelievable. I never seen it on Friday. It's just pop right or Thursday. Pop right in. Are you guys on? Yeah, we're on. That was incredible.
I didn't know.
What do you mean you didn't know? We're sitting here talking on the microphones. What do you mean
It's
you didn't
like
know?
9:13. Where would we be? What will we be doing?
I'm just gonna come in. You guys are on. Yeah, we're on.
Is it on?
RJ, did you see that happen on Thursday?
I did not see that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody opens the studio door and says like,
Are you guys on the air?
It's nice to ask.
They gave the finger thing first. Like, hey, yes, we're on.
Yeah,
we're on the air.
No,
thanks.
We're on the air because it's showtime. Thus, we're on the air. Fran in Massapequa. Fran, good morning. You're on ESPN New York. How you doing?
You guys are the best. Before I get on about the Knicks, can I just tell a quick 5-second funeral story?
Make it good.
Okay, it's phenomenal. So my friend, good friend, his father passes away mowing the lawn, had a heart attack. He passes away. We go to the funeral. We're sitting there. We're talking to him, very sad, quiet. His brother walks away, whatever. My cousin comes up and says to my friend, he goes, hey, listen, pal, I want to say, I'm really sorry, but you got to be careful because usually when the one parent goes, the other one goes next.
Oh.
And we were mortified, and everybody turned, looked, and, they were older. That's why he said it. But, I mean, that is just – can you imagine? That's I'm not going to say my cousin's name. He's a wacko. But that's what he said. And it's
This
just,
is your cousin that did this at a funeral?
Yeah, we're at a funeral sitting there, and my buddy walks up. We're talking to his brother. My buddy walks up, and he goes, hey, I'm so sorry, Tom, about your father. I'm really sorry. But just keep an eye, make sure you keep an eye on your mom because they say a lot of times, your father, the person dies, right? The father goes right after the mother or the mother. We were mortified. Yeah,
that's terrible. That's going to be me, by the way. The second Sherry goes, I'm out.
Well, this didn't happen. She wound up lasting, thank God.
All right, good. Good.
But
All
anyway,
right, Fran.
real quick.
Go ahead.
The Knicks are ruined. The trade they had everything going great. We were on the right path, the yellow brick road. They make a trade, give up 5 number ones when even if it's a year away, you might be able to get Giannis. They give up 5 number ones, okay? Then they fired a coach. They get rid of precious pieces, which, you know what I mean, Precious Achua, a few other guys. The whole team is different. I don't care what anybody says. A much different team, differently coached. I am not happy as a Knicks fan at all. I love them. Don't get me wrong. Brunson, Bob, the whole 9 yards. But it's a whole different scene. And if we can't get Giannis, this is going to set the franchise back another 10, 15 years. They'll be done. They might not even get out of the first round.
Oh my God! Thanks, Fran, for the call. You think I'm negative?
Not like that. You're not that negative.
I mean, no. I think I'm more realistic down the middle. I mean, the trade for Bridges is awful. Getting rid of Peaches was awful. I mean, he didn't like anything the Knicks have done. Going to get bounced in the first round?
Yeah, that is as negative as you could possibly be, I think. I mean, not getting out of the first round. It's can we just, again, I know that there are people, you being one of these people, that don't necessarily like some of the things that we've seen this season. Certain matchups against certain teams that you don't like. Can we at the very least, we've made it this far, can we see it in the postseason first, please?
Did you hear me crush them at all today for a second?
No. But
I've said it. I'm there now. Get me to the postseason. You're the 3, you're the 4, wherever you're going to wind up. At this point, whatever it is. Let's get battle tested and ready for the playoffs.
That's right. I just think that we'll cross that bridge when we get to that bridge.
If there is a reason to come down on the Knicks, I promise you I will. I promise you. But at the moment, just get me to the postseason.
I mean, there is no arguing that it feels like a steep price to pay for a player that is, you tell me, as far as importance to the team, where Mikal Bridges sits.
Importance to the team, he's probably 4th.
Yeah, 4th, 5th. Wherever you want to put him.
I mean, is Mitchell Robinson more important? I don't know. OG is, Brunson is, Cat is.
So
to 4,
give
5,
up
6.
Right, to give up what you gave up.
It was a bad trade.
It's a lot. And you didn't get the player that you saw in Brooklyn.
No.
Because again, you're asking him to do different things. I understand why at the time when you're trying to, build your team to get past Boston, that you thought bringing in Bridges and having OG, like that kind of wing defense would be a huge deal against Boston. Problem is that, yeah, you beat Boston, but now, you lost to Indiana.
You lost to Indiana, and now you look at it this year, and you're uncertain what they're going to be.
Right, and it
in the
also limits your opportunity because of what you gave up to do things maybe at the
Correct.
deadline. Like there was a chance you get Durant, but because you gave away what you gave away from Mikal Bridges, that that opportunity doesn't exist. And now you got to figure out, right? Like we'll see this team go through this postseason, see how it ends up, and then we'll cross the Giannis bridge when we cross the Giannis bridge, and then you got to figure out, do you have? I mean, outside of him pushing himself to New York, like if this is just Giannis is going to get traded, I mean, let's be honest. Like there will be better deals for Milwaukee than what the Knicks are going to be able to offer them.
Unless he demands going to the Knicks.
Correct.
ESPN New York programming alert. Tomorrow night's Rangers-Devils game can be heard in one place, and that's the ESPN New York app. Only one place. Download the ESPN New York app today so you're ready for tomorrow's 7 o'clock puck drop. It's New York Rangers hockey, and it's only on the ESPN New York app. And if you're one of the people like, oh, God, I don't know, the app is daunting, I'm telling you, you will go from searching for the app to having the app in under 90 seconds. It is so easy. Easy. If it takes you 90 seconds, you've messed something up.
Dave did it, okay? I mean, that's all you really need to know.
Right.
I mean, the man thought it was special that he could text message from an airplane, okay? So, like, he figured it out.
No, but you're missing the point. We were at the height of our of going up in the air. Like, we were at the height. We were miles into the air.
30,000 feet, though. This is not space.
But that's like 5 miles.
But it's not. I don't even think it's considered space.
Close.
Well, you weren't. I mean, you were definitely high, but the plane wasn't that high. You were higher than the plane. You were higher than the plane.
I don't know. I looked out the window and I couldn't see people.
Well, I would hope not.
Yeah, that's space.
Okay. You're a space traveler then.
Right. That's right.
That's you.
I'm surprised when I got off the plane they didn't like study me.
Right. It's like it's Neil Armstrong and Dave Rothenberg,
John Glenn, and then me.
Yeah.
RJ?
I've often thought that you should be studied.
I think we all believe he should be studied.
You know what? I don't think you're being very nice.
Being studied should have been the least of your problems.
I believe that after Kyle sat down with us for our meeting, that he also believed that you should be studied.
Kyle hates me, yeah.
He's like, I can't believe this bozo has a real job.
Yep.
I don't think he hates you.
DiPietro and bozo.
RJ, he called me a bozo.
I don't think verbatim. I think it was, situational context mattered.
That's the most disrespectful thing. It's like spitting on someone.
How do you do the term bozo, but it's not verbatim?
I don't think it was.
He was a clown.
You're only gonna dig this hole deeper, RJ.
RJ could have been any clown. You just name a clown. He just came up with bozo.
He could have said crusty. No, he looked at me as the bozo, the clown.
Yeah.
That's the most insulting of all the clowns, RJ.
He verbally spat in Dave's face.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. It's not great. It's not great.
He open hand slapped me across the face.
Bozo, right at the bottom of the clown tears.
Yeah, tried to help it, but yeah, you're right. I don't think he has a great deal of respect. I tried to make it better, but
I don't know how John got away, Scott. I don't know how John got away unscathed after some of his comments.
He was focused on the bagels. That's why.
I didn't hear him say that. Yeah, John, because you were the army crawling to get back into the conference room to get your bagel.
He wasn't concerned about any of this stuff.
None of it. So, Kyle, when did your dad pass down the company?
Yeah, he's like, my dad doesn't own the company. Oh, really?
Way to do your research,
John.
John.
Everything bagel in there would say otherwise. Had he called me like Pennywise, at least that's a scary clown.
But you're not a scary clown.
But Bozo?
Guy, you just thought, but you're not a scary clown. Like, Bozo's a good clown.
I mean, Ronald McDonald? I would have preferred to be that.
Who's the most successful clown? I feel like Bozo's probably the most successful clown.
Bozo's had great success, yes.
Right, so you're a successful clown.
Great.
Like he didn't call you. What's a clown that hasn't had a good run?
Joseph Grimaldi.
It could have been worse. I think we look at it as a positive.
I don't see how someone calling me a clown is a positive. A bozo. He didn't call me a clown. He called me bozo. I guess he could have called me like John Wayne Gacy, who was a serial killer who dressed up as a clown.
Yeah.
That probably would have been worse.
I think we've already gone down that road with with Tom Bauer, when you called him a serial killer. So
well, he gives off that look. Anyway, RJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
That's not nice. I'm good.
All
got
right,
a nice new
Bozo
haircut,
sending
Tom.
it to you for the stuff that you missed.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, all righty then. So you guys are talking about the Knicks, and they are 2.5 back, which has been covered here on this program. Or if you're hearing it for the first time, you wake up, they're 2.5 back at the Celtics, 8 to play, so you can say goodbye to
Now,
the
if they beat the
seed.
Celtics, they would have the tiebreaker.
They would, but you got to close some ground. Celtics, by the way, got to 50 wins last night with a 15-point victory over the Hornets. Even worse for the Knicks and their fans. Deuce McBride, finally back for the first time in a couple of months, leaves after that collision with Lou Dort. We don't have an official diagnosis, but doesn't sound great if you're reading the tea leaves.
Well, it didn't look great.
No, it looked awful.
RJ, I believe you connect the tea leaves.
Connect the tea
according to
leaves.
Dave.
I'm sorry.
All right, walk me through here quickly, Rick. You ready? At Houston.
That's a tough one.
That could be. They're not playing well.
Houston's not playing
They're
good
not
basketball.
playing well.
All right,
And they've beaten Houston already.
They seem like they're falling apart.
Home to Memphis, win, right?
Yeah.
Perfect world. Home to Chicago, win. At Atlanta, that's another tough one. And then home to the Celtics. Then home to Toronto, home to Charlotte. So, I mean, if they can win in Houston, they'd have a chance to go potentially have a really good run to end the season, but it's not going to be easy.
Houston's not in a good place right now.
Oh, they're really not.
Bucks, by the way, they've been eliminated from playoff contention. We were just talking about Giannis a little bit, so the Giannis talk will only heat up from here. The Nets, they snapped a 10-game losing streak. 17-point victory over the Kings. And did you see what the Raptors did? All they did was
Did they go on a 31-0 run?
31-0 run, largest in the play-by-play era. Who beat up on the Magic, who are also kind of in it right now. They lost 139-87. Not great. So, Final Four set on the men's side. UConn, who on their way to beating Duke yesterday, obviously didn't miss that. They also took out Michigan State. Tom Izzo said he will not be retiring anytime soon.
Did you hear what he said? He's like, what do I have to do?
So somebody asked him, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? And he said, chasing a national championship. So it doesn't seem like he's going anywhere, which I like. Talking about coaches and their future, St. John's made Rick Pitino the second highest paid coach in the Big East. On the women's side, number 1 UConn smashed number 6, the 6 seed Notre Dame. They reached the women's Final Four. UCLA also into the Final Four. 2 more games tonight on ESPN, Texas and Michigan at 7, South Carolina, TCU at 9 o'clock. The Connecticut Sun, WNBA, have been sold to the Fertitta family, and they will relocate to Houston in 2027.
Oh, we're losing the Connecticut Sun?
Yep, and
I didn't know this.
It sounds like they're going to switch to the Comets as their name, so the Sun will be discontinued.
So now, at one point, there was a Houston Comets.
That's what they're going back to.
I guess they don't exist anymore.
No, and they're
No,
going
they're
back.
gonna have two. They're gonna have 2 Houston Comets.
Well, that was a really good team, though.
It's
they
going
won the
so
first
well.
couple
It's going
championships.
so well in Houston that they're
One
gonna have
and
2
2?
Comets.
I didn't know they left. Did you know they left?
Yes.
You knew they. All right, who was their star player back in the day? Cheryl Swoops.
This is where,
That's who.
This is where he's dangerous.
Yeah, this is where it gets dangerous now. But they just now he completely pivots and deflects to the fact that he's
I'm not
nothing to be
deflecting. I didn't know they left. If you were really letting us know stuff you missed, you would have let us know when they left.
Well, wouldn't you assume that they had left if they're bringing the Connecticut team back to Houston and naming it the Comets?
Not bringing them back to Houston. They've never been to Houston.
Who would have home court advantage?
The franchise folded in 2008, Dave.
They folded.
They folded.
They didn't move somewhere else. They stopped playing.
Yep.
Where did they play, Ray?
When the Comets played the Comets, yeah, who is the road team?
The Comets.
The Comets, of course.
Oh, anyways. Mets, they take 2 or 3 from the Pirates. Bichette, he's already hearing boos from fans. He's 1 for 14 with 8 Ks through 3 games. But I have some good news for you. So he's striking out right now about half the time. However, his career strikeout rate is 14%, which ranks in the 86th percentile.
I'm not even a little bit concerned about
You're
that.
not.
No.
Tell that to your fellow season ticket holders.
I don't think anybody's concerned. I think they're just frustrated in the moment.
They're booing.
Yeah, but are you concerned about Aaron Judge?
Of course not.
Right, so you'd have to be an idiot to be concerned about Bichette.
But a lot of people on national
Right, but it's
television were
always-
concerned about Aaron Judge.
Bichette's an elite bat-to-ball hitter. He will come around.
He'll be fine.
Dominic Smith, former Met, now in the Braves, had a really nice moment. So unfortunately, lost his mother about a week ago, but hit a walk-off grand slam only a couple of days after. He's the first ever player to hit a walk-off grand slam in his first game with his new team.
I thought you were going to say something different.
About bologna sandwiches or something?
No, I think you're going to say he's the first player to hit a walk-off grand slam after his mother died.
Oh, dear.
What's wrong with him today?
You should be studying, like we just talked about. The Blue Jays, they swept the A's. By the way, a lot of people sending me, it was like helicopter footage of the new stadium being built. It's actually coming along.
It's coming.
I'm not even messing with you. It's actually coming
It's behind
along.
schedule, though. It was supposed to be done months and months ago.
Years ago, someone say.
You guys are so unintelligent. I said, when do they anticipate it being ready? And for some reason, you thought that I was saying, is it going to be ready next week?
What a nice road trip that would be. You swing out west and you catch the A's, and then you go watch the Comets play the Comets. Blue Jays, they swept the A's, and in the process,
This is why I get the raises I get.
you do get. You know what? You
For
deserve
dealing
more
with
of
you
them.
guys.
You deserve more of them.
RJ, the new
than I
Houston
get.
Comets, the second Comets, their arena will be done in early April.
Nice.
They're just starting it.
Early April is Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right.
So any time now.
It's a
Anytime
prefab.
after Wednesday.
It's a prefab.
What if I told you the A's, they lost 3 times to the Blue Jays over the weekend, and in the process, they struck out 50 times? Would you be concerned?
I'd be a little concerned.
A little bit.
It seems
Doesn't
that
feel
way.
like a
lot of
leap
strikeouts.
bat to ball, RJ.
No, not at all. Edwin Diaz had his first save as a Dodger. Took his trumpets with him.
Live trumpet. It's a live trumpet.
Not the Timmy trumpet, though.
No, live
It was an
trumpet.
imposter.
Yeah, Dodgers are 3-0. Shane Baz in the Orioles agreed to a 5-year, $68 million contract. Jason Hayward, World Series champ, 5-time Gold Glover. He retires. The Golden Knights, they fire coach
This is unbelievable.
Bruce Cassidy, and
You didn't get a phone call?
Torch is back, baby.
Torch is back. Rick, have you been contacted? Should we be worried about losing you?
It's only for the regular season and the playoffs, though.
That's it.
I like
Yeah.
it. He's a substitute teacher with full control. I love it.
I wonder how much of this was. I wonder, seriously, because I know Cassidy is one of those guys that kind of, again, doesn't have a long shelf life, just with his relationship with the players. I wonder if Eichel's experience with Torts at the Olympics had anything to do with Torts being the guy that they brought in.
That's a good tea leaf to connect. That some would say.
Not to mention the fact that he's won a Stanley Cup. So
Rangers, red hot. They beat the Panthers 3-1. Devils over the Blackhawks 5-3. U.S. men's national team routed by Belgium 5-2. Not great. Gary Woodland, nice moment, wins the Houston Open. His first victory since he had brain surgery.
that was a big deal for him too. He said he was dealing with a bunch of anxiety and everything else during the tournament.
And Max Verstappen is considering retiring from F1 at the end of the season.
I also have stuff you missed. Was anyone watching any pickleball over the weekend?
No. Was not.
By the way, I got to tell you. So I watched a bunch of pickleball.
You watch our guy?
Our guy. No, I did not watch our guy. He's
Eric?
not playing in this. I was watching Leanne Waters and her partner. So I was watching the women's doubles. Anna Bright. On average, to get to I was watching the semifinals and then I watched the finals. But up to the semifinals, they were giving up on average a half a point a game. Half a point a game.
Yeah, the great players are really special.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Leanne
Really
Waters
special.
won everything. She won women's doubles, mixed doubles, and something else. So she won everything.
RJ, you didn't think to throw the Tiger Woods car wreck in?
Oh yeah, we
I
didn't
was
talk
gonna
about that,
mention
RJ.
I was going to mention we have not talked about Tiger.
I didn't think anyone missed that.
Well, but it's worthy of conversation. Why don't we break, come back? We'll get to the college basketball, the baseball, and the Tiger Woods car flip again. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is the great Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Hey, traffic not easy at all on the eastbound Gowanus up through the Prospect. Eastbound BQE, bumper to bumper, getting up toward the area of the Battery Tunnel and in toward the Brooklyn Bridge. We're seeing lots of volume. Battery Tunnel getting into town. Inbound George Washington Bridge, 15, Lincoln 20, Holland 20. Watch for some stop-and-go traffic on the Merritt Parkway South exit 5 into Greenwich with an accident being cleared. 208 southbound busy at Route 4 in Fairlawn with some ongoing construction. Sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins with Mets pregame tonight at 7 p.m. on SNY and streaming live on the MLB app.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time, 7 o'clock tonight. Huge game, Islanders and the Penguins. They need to win this one. It's at UBS. 7:45, Mets visit the Cardinals. 9:40, Yankees in Seattle. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. We didn't talk about it because I'm the golf aficionado that I am. I thought we should for a few moments at least. And that is this Tiger Woods action. That looked terrible. And he was arrested for being under the influence and driving.
Right. It looked terrible. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Thank God.
Right. Thank God is right. I mean, you're also talking about the same person that was in a car accident that was, worse.
Almost took his life, that car accident.
Almost took his life in his leg. So, I mean, clearly he hasn't learned. Right. Did the breathalyzer, wouldn't do the urine test. So I think it leads everyone to believe that he was probably on some sort of, I would assume pill, but I don't know.
Well, here's my take.
Yeah, why not have a driver? Yeah, you're worth over $1 billion.
Right? Like, I'm not judging him for taking pain medicine. Clearly, the guy has, suffered some real injuries in his life, and maybe he needs to take that. Why are you driving a car?
That's a great question, especially after going through what he's already gone through.
Right.
He's got a problem. I mean, I
clearly.
Again, I don't know exactly what happened, but the idea that he wouldn't agree for the test, he's had a bunch of surgeries. He's dealt with a lot. He's dealt in his life. He's dealt with a lot.
And I'm not judging any of that.
But there's no. What I'm saying is there's no excuse.
Right.
Right.
The only thing I'm saying, like my grand thought coming out of this whole story is just don't drive yourself. That's it.
Well, but forget that part of it. Right. I mean, that seems like the obvious thing. Like that is a nothing burger as far as what that would cost him in comparison to what he's worth. It's you may be in a place in your life where it's depression, whatever it is, and you've not decided, that's not the word I'm looking for, but have now on different occasions now dealt with what you're dealing with now.
Right.
If you don't care about your life, that's one thing. Don't jeopardize the lives of other people.
Well, he's jeopardizing everybody's life
by doing what you're doing.
Yeah. So it's funny, TMZ, which you may not like, but they are like legitimate news-breaking entity. Tiger Woods refuses to hire a driver. He doesn't want to let anyone in his life like that. Sorry.
Like he may need someone in his life.
At some point, you lose the right of not allowing anyone to come into your life to drive you.
Again, I mean, there is absolutely no excuse to drive under the influence, period. I don't care how much money you have.
Right. He has limitless amounts of money. You cannot ever do this.
No, because again, if you don't care about your life, that's your own business. But God forbid somebody, that was involved in this, they lost their life or was seriously injured because you made the decision to do that. And now, on top of it, you said this.
Then this story is how much worse.
What do you mean? Yeah, he's in jail. It's terrible.
Right? No, I'm just saying. It's like you're lucky you got off scot-free here. Now, you flipped the car again, but you got off scot-free. But, this headline of Tiger Woods reportedly will not hire a driver due to privacy concerns, that's unacceptable.
Right. These are demons that he's dealt with.
Right.
Right? I mean, so, again, it doesn't make any sense to anybody, but it also, I mean, from what you just read, makes sense that he clearly, has an issue that he's trying to hide from people, or he's not around the right people that are willing to step in and say, "Hey, listen, you got a real problem here, man. Like you gotta go see somebody. You gotta figure this thing out because you're gonna end up dead. You're gonna kill yourself one of these times. You're gonna kill yourself one of these times.
Yes, you are. And it doesn't feel like this is changing, and it feels like it's something that's
What's amazing though too is that you're just in the midst of. Like he's coming back. He plays in the championship of the TGL. Like everyone's getting excited because there's a chance he's going to come back for the Masters. He's practicing. He doesn't know yet, and then boom, this happens. Then he flips his truck.
Right.
Yeah, he's got issues that he needs to figure out.
Dan in Jersey. Dan, real quick, you're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. How are you guys today?
We're doing great, Dan. What's up, buddy?
So I have a quick little career update for you guys if you guys are interested.
Big news! Jazz hands!
Dan, you want
to... What happened?
Nope, continue. Sorry.
I am now a women's lacrosse beat writer for Shore Sports, New Jersey Shore news outlet.
Well, look at you.
Good for you. Congratulations, Dan.
Thank you. I just want to let you guys know because I know you guys have been following with me.
Care.
And you guys are big inspirations of mine, so I wanted to let you guys know.
Well, congratulations. That's great. Good for you.
And thank you. But I also had a point on the Mets. I mean, Mets fans, what are we doing with Bo Bichette? And I see it from the Yankees fans as well. Why is it he's 3 games into his Mets career? Not everyone's going to get off to a good start. Booing him is just senseless, in my opinion. And they were booing Soto and Lindor, too. It's just like it doesn't make sense that you're booing players 3 games into a season because this is the reason players don't want to play in New York anymore. It's one of them.
Is that solely New York or just fans all over act like idiots?
I think it's New York. I think it's more New York than anywhere else.
Well, but how, Dan, how closely are you paying attention to what's going on in other places? Like, New York because you listen to Sports Talk Radio and you watch the Mets and Yankees play. I mean, do you know for a fact that, other guys in other places aren't being booed already?
I mean, I wouldn't, you think San Diego, a place like San Diego is going to be booing their players?
I have no idea.
Cincinnati. Like, I don't think places are.
I know, but I don't know if you want to use, like, I get what you're saying, and you're probably not wrong. I'm just trying to give the counterpart of this thing. It's also different expectations, too. I mean, you got two teams that spend as much money as the Yankees spend. You're also coming off a year with the Mets where you won 83 games, and David Stearns has taken, the core group of this team and completely changed it. And there are still, and again, I think it's probably the more vocal minority that's doing the booing. But, I mean, you did move off a couple players that are fan-favorite players. And is it fair in 3 games? No, it's absolutely not fair. But, I mean, Bichette is off to a bad start, and he admitted he's off to a bad start.
We know he's off to a bad start. But to boo the guy before 3 games,
I know, but we always. How many people are really? But how many people are really booing?
Enough that guys hear it.
He can always hear the boos at home.
It's ridiculous. All right, let's break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls. We'll do 3 stars. We'll hand it over to Bart and Carlin. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Become a Yankees Universe Fan Club member today. Explorer and Rookie membership packages are now available. And every Yankees Universe member receives a membership card, 2 tickets to a 2026 Yankees home game, access to a members-only website, and more. Plus, rookie members receive an official New York Yankees t-shirt. And best of all, a portion of every membership supports Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, benefiting pediatric cancer research. Join Yankees Universe today. Visit Yankees.com/universe.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South, or TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River on Route 37, corner of Hooper Avenue, just off the Garden State. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft. Presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. Let's go! From the big decisions to the big-time drama. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk. ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We roll along and hand it over to Bart Carlin, who hands it over to Kay. Mets Yankees both in action today. People are very happy they got the Michael K. David Cohn experience on Friday.
Who doesn't love that?
That's great, especially after the debacle of Wednesday. Was stunk. That Netflix.
Well, you know what it's telling you.
Stunk.
But you know what it's telling you.
What is it telling me?
Is that the game by itself is no longer big enough draw to not have other stuff when you pay as much money as Netflix paid for that.
I'm fine with other stuff. The other stuff they chose to do was awful. No?
Well, listen, you're not a wrestling guy, so you didn't appreciate the wrestling stuff.
Ray, you're a wrestling guy. Were the wrestlers good?
I'm sorry, I was talking to John with the
the wrestler that they chose.
Were the wrestlers good on the opening night of
Here's the
Netflix?
thing, though. He's from there. As far as like who's going to come out and put out like with a microphone and be great, that's not one of his specialties.
Listen, I get what they were trying to do. It was not a highlight of it, but
No.
for the segment that was trying to pull in, it accomplished what it needed to do. Yeet.
It's cross promotion. It's trying to bring as many people
Okay.
to the table as possible. Lots of different eyeballs that maybe are just
I didn't
not
like
huge
that
baseball fans.
I didn't like that he went and took a shot at the Yankees. He's supposed to be a babyface. What's he doing? But it's all good.
Well, I thought it stunk.
Well, I mean, you're not easy to please. Okay, I'm just happy that we were able to slow down Jake Mangum yesterday.
Mangum?
It's a tough name.
Mangum?
Mangum.
It's a tough name.
That's not Mangum.
It could be.
I mean,
but
it
not.
looks like Mangum.
What is wrong with you guys?
Do you not
It's
see the
Mangum.
letters? But
You never heard the name Mangum?
For God's sakes, I'm
Oh,
telling
no.
you the pronunciation. It's Mangum. I'm with you. But if you look at it, it looks like Mangum.
Oh, forget it. RJ, help me.
Are you okay?
Either help me or shoot me.
Are you just looking for reasons to be mad?
Ray, what does Mangum look like?
Everyday Edgar, you're on ESPN New York. Hi, Edgar. How are you?
I'm not
Walked
good,
right into
man.
that.
I'm not good. I don't want to yell at Cat, but 9 shots?
Oh, here we go.
Come on.
He had 18 rebounds.
I don't want to yell at him. I want to be on his side, but 9 shots? He's not the alpha. You guys are right. He's never going to get fixed. He is who he is.
Very negative, Edgar.
That's very
Look
negative.
at me as the voice of reason today.
Well, you've grown up. You're a mature adult now.
I don't know about that, but I'm not gonna. I told you when they lost to Detroit, I'm not gonna take every single game overly seriously. The rest of the way.
Here's what I'll say though. Okay, I mean, of course, I think Cat is to blame for some of this, but I gotta. I mean, at what point do you accept? Okay, this is who he is. He's not going to go out his way. He's not going to go out of his way to demand the ball. Like, this is not who he is. That's not what he's going to do. Like, can't we find a way to do it for him then?
The offense is supposed to be run a certain way.
I don't care what it's supposed to do.
I'm telling you.
I can't have him taking one shot in a whole half right.
I can't have him taking 9 shots in a game.
And then he goes on a 7. He scores 7 points, and then they take him out.
And then you take him out of the game. Ray, there's no defending this.
Come on, Ray.
I'm not defending this. I'm just telling you the way their offense is run. It's predicated. Remember, there was all that discussion earlier in the season about, we have to get Cat acclimated to this offense. He has to learn how to work in this offense, and that's the way the offense flows. Is why Cat's numbers sometimes go the way that they do.
Right, but I want the offense to flow to Cat, though.
Well, then, like you said, he's not the alpha that's going to
but why
demand the
can't-
ball in that case. Especially when
we
the
need
fact
to do
that
3 stars.
when the alpha is Jalen Brunson.
We need to do 3 stars. No, because I'll get yelled at that I send it to Bart and Carlin late. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking all the slings and arrows for you guys anymore.
The more
Raymond,
you talk, the longer we go.
Raymond, 3 stars, please.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Troubling incident with the email yesterday.
You're still in New York.
It's not in a different state.
You're still
Correct.
in New York. 4 different states. RJ, before we call medical to really come and do a full wellness check, what the hell happened
I always
there?
appreciate when RJ sticks to his guns.
The thought process, the play we drew up was correct. We didn't execute. We got lost somewhere in the middle.
No, the thought. No.
Listen, I didn't execute the email well. What can I say? I would go back and do it again.
Love that he says he would do it again.
Number 2.
Listen, you say that there's not enough highlight of my flubs here. I'm going to give you what you asked for.
No
Good
reef.
Spain. First game in the motherland. This classic.
Obviously, the reason for the holiday, it's Memorial Day, guys. Listen, the saying is, some gave all, some gave all, obviously.
Who could forget this one?
Lin
I can't get that. Get it.
You know which one I'm shocked, Dave, that you didn't bring up?
We had a good time there.
Margaritaville.
I'm shocked you didn't bring that one up, to be honest with you. Listen, the point is,
I deserve shame.
And I hope you're satisfied now, Rick.
Number 1.
All right, let's
Margaritaville.
Well, listen, at the same time,
I mean, it was buried, and we had or whatever they call it.
They call it a funeral. Is what they call it. When something dies, and you
that was not the word I was
some
looking
time
for.
To reflect on it. Typically, it's called a funeral.
Yes, the word you were looking for is repast.
RJ, what's after the funeral? They get together.
Repast?
No, they get together. No, not the repast.
The
They get
shiva.
together. Bologna's delicious, but I've just never been to a repast where you have like bologna
You
sandwich.
didn't know what a repast was until 45 seconds ago.
Get yourself a nice bag of chips at the vending machine.
They're one step away from putting a vending machine up.
You know what? If I had a bag of chips, I'd be thrilled with that.
No, you would not.
I wouldn't be okay if it was only chips, but it's like chips as a starter.
Like, well, what'd you think of Johnny? I don't know. Here's some Fritos.
Yeah.
Or upgrade it a little bit.
You walk in, they give you Cool Ranch Doritos, and you're thrilled to be there.
Oh, thrilled to be here at the repast where I get a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. R.I.P. Gary, or whoever passed away.
Oh, that's a shame. Let's take a moment. Maybe we'll reflect tomorrow. It's Rule 76.
No excuse playing a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
The motherland.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
I didn't really have a great dosage.
Tonight on SNY, Francisco Lindor and the Mets head west to open their series against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Coverage begins